This wasn't like in the middle of the
evening.
It's not like she was belligerent drunk at 2 a.m., which, I mean, it's not okay, but it's understandable. It's 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. I said it's not okay, but it's understandable. You've been drinking all night.
It's
like 7:30 at night.
Honestly,
First of all,
should never get that way.
in most comedy clubs, there's not enough time, and they're not going to serve you enough booze for you to get wasted to the point where you're just so out of it. You know, she was probably drinking beforehand.
Sure.
And then she went in there and had a couple of pops, and she couldn't handle it because there was no way she wasn't drunk. And I'm not going to defend it because I've done stupid things and I've been accountable for them. Anybody who does something stupid should be held accountable. You don't make excuses. You don't blame somebody else. You don't say she was the victim. She wasn't the victim. She screwed the pooch.
She was the aggressor.
Career.
Yeah.
And don't give me the "that's not me" stuff. Yes, that is you. That is you.
Well,
those words don't. Those things that you were saying about police, about all the vile sexual stuff. Guys don't talk like that.
Yeah,
well, they do, but most
unless
guys
it's part
that I
of
know.
your vocabulary, you don't.
No,
actually,
she was cursing.
Yeah.
The stuff that she was saying was some of the most vile stuff you will ever hear. Then the stuff she said about the police.
See, Jeff Nepperkowski on Facebook checks in. He says she's done that before. There's no way this is her first time acting like that. No, this is a repeat behavior right here.
Absolutely. Man. When you have that kind of animosity toward police, and you're a reporter, and you're saying that's why people hate you, and that's why people have no respect for you, and you start calling a policeman who's standing there doing nothing. The guy didn't even cuff her until she spit on a guy, and then takes her shoe off and starts going after somebody.
Yeah. No, I agree that she deserved to be arrested and all that. I just don't know about the whole 3 million people watching a video. And
why do you think people watch it? They see TV reporter goes crazy, and people want to watch. They want to watch train wrecks.
I know. So
that was an epic one right there.
Here's the thing. Like, if people were watching that and they actually learned a lesson from it, like, oh, gosh, maybe I should be careful the next time I go out and drink, that would be one thing. But that's not what's going to happen. What's going to happen is people learn the lesson of, oh, my God, if something crazy happens, let's videotape it and make some money off of it. That's the lesson that people are learning.
That's what there's no doubt that the guy who's the opening act dude who videoed this whole thing,
he's
making money because he got 3 million hits watching it on YouTube.
20 years ago, is this all over the place?
No, absolutely not.
Here's the thing, though. It's not 20 years ago. It's today.
Exactly.
It's 2017, and you need to be aware of what's going on. People videotape everything.
And she saw the guy taping.
That's what I'm saying. She looked right at him.
On it. She even comments on it. So I don't care how drunk you are. When you know somebody's videoing, and you got a guy there who's trying to tell her to stop and let's get out of here, and she doesn't stop.
Timmy Galligan goes, 10 of those views were just me.
And then she complains that people are now threatening her and saying all kinds of sexual stuff. Well, when you say things like she said to this cop, my favorite, one of the utterances that she said, because it's probably the cleanest thing we could play, when she said to the cop,
oh, you want me to hit that again?
Yeah, I want you to hit that again. I said, it's my favorite quote of the week.
Lick my asshole. How about that?
How about that? Now, I've said some crazy things in my life.
Yeah, I've said
I don't think I've ever dropped that on anybody.
Lick my asshole. How about that?
Now, cash me outside.
Yeah,
how about that?
Well,
we've all said that
now,
before.
Cash me outside. How about that?
I have a question. I have a question for the two of you here and everybody out there.
What do you got?
Is there anything in your life that if you had been videotaped that it would have ruined you?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Really?
I did a tweet about 6 years ago.
Absolutely.
I did a stupid tweet during a sporting event that I tweeted. I never said it on there.
But it was ridiculous.
It was, and I got destroyed. You know what? Because I was responsible for it. I did pull the tweet down, but I got destroyed. My life was threatened. My career was hurt. So you paid the consequences of your actions. And trust me, what I did wasn't even remotely close.
Not even close.
And I'm not trying to compare crimes versus crime. I'm saying that what I did was stupid. And it was a spur-of-the-moment, dumb thing on Twitter, watching a sporting event and becoming outraged at something that happened during a sporting event. It wasn't because I was drunk and I was outside of a bar and got thrown out for being unruly.
So Alfie from Abington, you remember Alfie from Abington?
I love Alfie from Abington.
So he checks in and he's on Twitter and he says she needed to be recorded. Lesson is for her to learn now. She knows what an ass she can be.
And then she drops I work at bleeping PHL.
Nobody cares.
17.
You think the cop cares?
Do you know who I am? No, nobody knows who you are.
You work at PHL 17. Nobody knows who you are. What do you?
Dr. Shock was the only guy I knew from PHL 17.
Reruns of Saved by the Bell are the only thing I know. Channel
Even
17.
though PHL 17 was still on the air.
I'm trying to think of any I'm sure that there's definitely things that would be embarrassing to have on video.
Like Mel Gibson.
But
Remember the whole thing?
there's nothing that I ever would have done that would have caused me to lose jobs or anything.
It's ridiculous. Anyway, again, I don't want to gang up on her, but you know what?
If you guys enjoyed me at that Houston party,
We saved your ass,
Yeah,
pal.
we did.
But you saved me from people, not from myself. I wouldn't have done
No, I
anything.
saved you from yourself, pal.
No, I was good, man.
Well, I mean,
I was good.
she had a nice booty.
I don't know. I've never even seen her. Does she look all right?
I don't know.
No, in
Now,
Houston.
she said, now, Luigi, you're at a bar. You don't know her, and she's outside, and she's going
We're not
off.
talking about Colleen. We're talking about saving Luigi in Houston.
Oh, I thought you were
No.
talking
But
about
if I see Colleen outside, go ahead. What are you saying? I'm laughing
and
hysterically.
she
at her.
drops one of these, and she's drunk, and you're like trying to talk to her, and she says to you, "Hey, Luigi."
Lick my asshole. How about that?
What would you say?
I don't know. Bend over and smile.
No,
I'm kidding.
you know what you say? You say you never. What do you never do?
Oh, you never go ass to mouth.
Do you ever go ass to mouth?
You never go ass to mouth.
You've never gone ass to mouth.
You never go ass to mouth.
I've never gone ass to mouth.
This
Not
is
even once.
never.
Never.
Ever.
It's common knowledge, dude.
I don't even when I've seen videos where that occurs, I don't quite understand it. But
Actually,
hey, different strokes, so to speak.
for cleanliness edification out there, PSA, friendly PSA. You never go ass to anything else. Ass is always last. Just put it out there.
Even if you're the ass man.
Even if you're Kramer, if you're the ass man.
Yeah, if you're the ass man. Even if you're
flat.
Dark Helmet
Dark helmet.
from Spaceballs. When you know what
surrounded by assholes.
when you're surrounded by assholes, you never engage with assholes.
Well, at the end. I mean, what's wrong with at the end? It's like the showstopper. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. At the end.
In the end, it all comes out in the end. That's why you never go ass to
Well,
mouth.
Joe Stiver's checking in saying, don't knock it till you try it. You never know, I guess. Anyway, people can check in on the phones if they want
Yes,
to.
they can.
The phone lines are open. We have phone calls open. 717-363-TONY, 717-363-8669. And the phone line's already lit, Tone.
Alfred from Abington is lit already, too, tonight. He checks in. He says, I want to gang up on her. I'll call Dirty Mike and the boys.
Dirty Mike and the boys.
Oh, man.
What's in the box?
I don't even want to know what's in the box.
Dirty Mike and the boys is from, he left a note saying, thanks for the fuck shack. That's basically what it said.
Oh, man.
Oh, we had to go there.
What else
I
we
know.
got? We got anything else to open
That's
up
a
with?
big local story. I mean, I'm a Temple. She was
I don't think it's just
she
local.
Just
This
graduated.
is-
No, it's become an international
Yeah.
story. There aren't 3 million people who have actually seen this story in Philly, but all over the world. It was like on the front page of the New York Post.
Should have been, man. Belligerent drunk. She was horrible, man.
It's ridiculous. Is what
I
it is.
feel bad for the guy that was with her. I'm telling you right now, man.
You think she fired him too, or he got fired from his job?
I would have walked out.
Yeah, that was nasty.
There's no way I'm dealing with that.
You know what? I feel bad for her, but then I don't. It's like Kathy Griffin. You know, Kathy Griffin planned what she did.
Screw that.
This chick didn't plan to go get arrested, I'm sure, when she went to the comedy club at Helium. I'm sure when she went out, she said, hey, I'm going to go in there and get arrested tonight and lose my job and my career all in one Sunday night, wrapping up a weekend. Big style.
Like I said, I don't feel sorry for her for being arrested, for losing her job, for any of that. I do feel somewhat sorry for her for the notoriety that she's getting right now because I don't think people really
No, because, the
average person
and then
doesn't
people
deserve that.
nowadays, because they see stuff on the internet, they pile on. I'm sure she's gotten death threats and all kinds of other things.
Well, I saw she went on.
nasty stuff.
She's
sent to
actually
her.
asked people on social media to stop sharing it and stop doing all that stuff. 'Cause it's like I don't think it's her. I don't think it's the same last name. She uses a different. She actually uses her real last name on Facebook, but she's asked people to stop sharing it and stop posting. She's like, I've already lost my job. I've already done this and that. It's like getting worse for her. So
It is. It's a shame, but you know what? Then listen to the people that were with you. It wasn't like she was
can't handle the truth.
Exactly. The guy was telling her to leave. Leave. She's complained. She wanted her $70 back.
You know what you could
That's
have-
what she was. If she had just said, "Hey, you know what? Let's go home. We spent $70. I got thrown out." But she wanted her money back. That's what the basis of the whole argument was.
And she
about.
spent $70 to get thrown out. You could have came with us and spent $60
and had a tequila dinner last
Correct.
week. Like Ray and his lovely wife, who was with us last week.
Oh shoot! Now I don't remember her name. It's
I know
such a
she's
beautiful,
a Dominican
beautiful
lady
name.
and beautiful. And she said her name, but it's not a common name.
No, it's
and
not.
I love Latina names. You know that.
And I said it. I was able to say it so nicely because I could roll
I
the
know.
R's, but now I don't remember what it was. Ray, call in.
Yeah,
tell
we
us
need
what you
Ray to
thought,
call in
and
and his
then
wife.
tell us what you remind us what your wife's name is.
Okay, Poppy.
Call in, baby.
How great was that, though, man? And we all got the fillets.
Yep.
And then Chef Brian sent out the enchiladas too for us, which was awesome, man.
man.
All the tequilas, the chamucos people were there.
It was
so
phenomenal.
good, man.
You know, we've had so many great tequilas at the tequila dinners, and chamucos.
Yeah.
Chamucos. Their silver, which is usually the bottom, the starter.
Yep.
Was the best, and we've had the best tequila on earth.
Absolutely.
And I said we agreed. Their silver, they have the silver, of course,
The
which is
Reposado.
clear, and then they have the Reposado,
Blanco.
and then they have Añejo, which is the top of the line.
Right.
And
Their silver.
They're
was-
Blanco. They actually
the
call it
Blanco.
Blanco.
No, it's called silver or Blanco, white or silver. It's usually all tequila companies start with a silver, which
Sure.
is the lighter. But their silver did not have any kind of alcohol
No,
taste. It
because
was smooth.
Yeah, the silver is the least expensive to make because the Reposado is, I think, you have to age it for. It can't be aged for any more than 12 months or something. Or no,
Right.
any more than 2 years.
And the
something like
silver is actually
18.
put in aluminum.
18. Thank you, Robin.
And the silver is stored in aluminum when they distill it and they pour it into the bottles.
But
right
it was
away.
literally like water. Like it was like drinking water.
It was phenomenal. It was, and I'm not a tequila guy, but I'm telling you, learning more about tequila the last year, we've been going to these great tequila dinners at Cantina Laredo up in King of Prussia.
Yep.
It's an education. And we don't have to get thrown. We get thrown out. We didn't have people outside saying nasty things to us. Although if a woman had walked up to me after the tequila dinner and said a couple things to me, I don't know.
Lick my asshole. How about that?
I may have said, okay, I'm not drunk.
Let me get some limes from the bar and
Yeah,
party.
let me just have another little inside-out lime, and let's talk.
Just a
Can we
nip.
talk here?
Absolutely.
Can we talk?
Sure, we could
Now,
talk.
she was at the tequila dinner and not completely drunk and said that. I may have maybe given her, an opportunity to explore, so to speak. Meanwhile, let's get down to the business. Last week on the show, one of the things that I'm proud about this podcast
Oh, Christ.
is that what we do here is we don't do what most radio and TV, and I'm not trying to rip anybody else. I'm just telling you that what we do is we don't talk about things that have happened. This story was a couple days ago from the woman Colleen Campbell. But I'm talking about things in advance. We, on this show, explore things that have yet to happen, which is the hardest thing to do, right?
Right, absolutely.
Anybody can talk about what already happened.
No, I mean, you don't see Kreskin just walking around the place, right?
No, he tells you what's going to happen before it does.
Sure.
So last Wednesday night, we were talking about several things before they happened. For example, the spelling bee, which started last Thursday night, along with the NBA Finals, I gave to you, ladies and gentlemen, for entertainment purposes only, guaranteed lead pipe action. Let me make a prediction on the spelling bee. My record's pretty damn good at predicting spelling bees.
Go ahead.
I have two things that I do absolutely have been perfect on.
Go for it.
I'm perfect on the Boston Marathon winner, and I'm perfect on...
You've nailed the Boston Marathon winner?
Absolutely. And I will nail the spelling bee champion again.
Okay.
I'm undefeated.
All right.
On both. I don't know the name of the person.
Right, but you're going to give us the origin of the person, the ethnicity, or is that what you're saying?
Because who wins the Boston Marathon every year?
Somebody, a Kenyan.
Exactly.
Right.
So you pick a Kenyan.
So
a Kenyan's going to win the Boston Marathon. You're always going to win. And they probably don't even take bets on it because they always get
It's just
killed.
Chalk City. It's what
No one would lose.
You can't pick the Super. He's won the 9 and everything else comes
At
in.
your house, you bet your 401k, you
Right.
set it and forget it.
Exactly.
You know who's going to win the National Scripps National Spelling Bee?
An Indian? Chinese guy? I don't know.
An Indian dude who's homeschooled. Or it
Okay.
could be an Indian female.
Okay.
When I say Indian, obviously someone from India.
Sure, of course.
Or, it could be Pakistani. It doesn't have to necessarily be Indian. But one thing is guaranteed. A homeschooled person from
India.
that region of the country. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Let me give myself.
Yep.
I said, or female.
Yep.
And it was a female that won the National Spelling Bee, and she was homeschooled. And when I say from India, her parents were born there, and most of these kids are born in the United States. Their parents are from India, and they're homeschooled, and these kids are brilliant.
Now,
Brilliant.
as brilliant as the two finalists were, well, they're all brilliant. My favorite of the night was the mic drop dude.
Oh, yeah.
He was phenomenal.
But that was in the quarters. That wasn't
Right.
He was
But
one of the finalists, but he didn't make it all the way.
Correct. I don't remember what his name is offhand, but he didn't even ask. You know how like they always ask for definition. Somebody says the word, spell such and such, and they say, "Can you please use it in a sentence? What's the definition?" No, he didn't ask any of that.
He just went
immediately boom, and then he drew, and like literally he dropped the mic and left, and he had this big smug grin on his face, and then they pan to his mother, and his mother is like pointing at him.
no, you don't.
And he goes, "Oh no, you didn't."
She went to Kempi Mutombo on him. I knew it.
It was fantastic.
So we gave you the winner. We told you it would be a man or a woman from India, of Indian descent. Locked it. Then we started previewing the NBA Finals the night before they started. Let's go to the tape.
I think Cleveland's going to win in 6. I think it's going to be fun.
That's because you're a LeBron James apologist.
No, I'm not a LeBron James apologist. I'm a LeBron James appreciator. That's what I am.
He's one player, pal.
Yeah, he's one player. He's one fantastic
And he's the
player,
best
Tony.
player on earth.
Yes, he is, Tony.
But the best player on earth is not enough to stop the best team on earth.
He was.
Last year.
And the best team had him down 3-1.
But did the best team have Kevin Durant in the mix?
Doesn't matter.
Yes, it does matter.
No, it doesn't matter.
Yes, it does matter.
Let me tell you something right now. Kevin Durant's not going to be the difference in the series, Tony.
So you think
Steph Curry and Kyrie Irving are going to be going at it, okay? LeBron James is going to be matched up with Kevin Durant the entire time. So them two are going to be battling at it, okay? You're going to have Kevin Love and Draymond Green going at it down low. This game's going to be won on two. I'm telling you right now, on two different players. It's going to be if Tristan Thompson can control the middle, can control the paint against Golden State, who they have nobody at the center position.
Wasn't he banging one of the Kardashian sisters?
I believe he was banging all the Kardashian sisters.
Well, I mean, who hasn't?
I mean, he's in the NBA, Tony, so it kind of goes with the territory. And the key guy has been the odd man out the entire season has been Klay Thompson. If Klay Thompson can get hot, and these guys like Durant and Steph Curry defer to Klay, and he's able to start lighting up like Klay Thompson can, then it's going to be a problem for Cleveland. If they let go, if they lose sight of Klay Thompson, that will be their downfall.
There you have it.
I truly believe. No, I truly believe
instant analysis of the NBA Finals.
I truly believe it, man.
Of course you truly believe it. But you're wrong. Tristan Thompson.
I said he would. These are the guys that need to be the difference for Cleveland to win. Obviously, he's not.
And
Tony,
who's been the difference in this series?
in the series,
In the first two games, obviously, because that's all that's been played
Steph
at this
Curry
point.
and Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant.
Absolutely.
That's what I said.
Tony,
You said he wouldn't be a factor.
Tony, I said
he's a man possessed.
I said.
Luigi, don't even try to defend
First of all,
this.
you're only defending him because you live with him. Okay.
With
I know
Kevin
you
Durant?
have to be on his side. Okay.
You live with Kevin Durant?
No, Robin lives with you, so she's defending you.
No,
She's
I'm
not.
just
She's
saying-
in facts. You heard what I said.
No, this is BS.
You're
Listen,
an NBA. Huh? I don't even pay attention to the NBA most of the year.
I am
Tony.
the
You're
one
on it
that-
every night.
Tony.
You're in a fantasy
Tony.
league.
I
Tony,
call Tony out more than anybody else in this particular
can you
case.
let me
Luigi,
just talk for a second?
Oh, how does it feel?
I got nothing. So listen, all I'm saying is this: is that Tony, is that I was right about the fact of like if Tristan Thompson doesn't control the middle of the court, they're done. Okay.
Tristan Thompson's been out-rebounded by Steph Curry
I
in the
understand,
first two
Tony.
games.
I never saw this ever happening. I never saw that Cleveland was going to get absolutely freaking boat raced, or to use your term, poleaxed.
They got
in two
poleaxed.
straight games.
And who's the guy who's been doing it?
Kevin Durant and Steph Curry.
Exactly. And you know why? Because it's not that hard to figure out. Kevin Durant went to Golden State because he wants to win a ring.
Tony, listen to me. I understand that I was wrong because in the first two games, again, dude, they just completely got outplayed. I never thought that Cleveland would get raced up and down the court like this. I never saw it happening, Tony. LeBron James over there, he's dropping triple doubles. He cannot do it by himself.
That's what I
Him and
said.
Kevin
He's
Love,
one guy.
I understand that, Tony, but he was able to do this again by practically by him and Kyrie last year against the Golden State Warriors. The difference has been, to your credit, again, like you said, Kevin Durant.
That's why I said that. Now it's not the season.
Right,
the series isn't over. But let me say this.
But you're one of these people again who always say, "Oh, well, these super teams are the ones destroying the NBA, and it's destroying the product."
I don't like it, but
the
that's
Golden
the way
State
it
Warriors
is.
are a freaking super team. They're one of the greatest teams ever assembled. There's no other. You could put Draymond Green, Klay Thompson, Steph Curry, and Kevin Durant. Those four guys. You put them on the court against any other team in the history of the NBA. I guarantee you they win.
But the problem is Kevin Durant's the only guy that they went out and got as a free agent. The other guys are homegrown.
But he
They're all
fell
draft
into their
picks.
lap because of the fact he opted out of Oklahoma
because he
City.
wanted to win a championship. Listen, I don't like it, but remember when the 76ers won in '83? What did they need to win a championship? They had Dr. J. They had Bobby Jones. They had a great team. They needed a guy in the middle. So they went out and got Moses Malone, and that's why they won.
Tony.
That's the problem with the NBA. As much as I don't like it, but that's what you have to do.
But Tony, Golden State won the title 2 years ago without Kevin Durant.
I know
Then
they
they
did.
coughed up a 3-1 lead to Cleveland without Kevin Durant again. So then they get Kevin Durant. Now they're just boat racing everybody. And it's not even fair. It's not even fair.
That's the way the NBA is.
It's not even
you go out, the best players want to play, and that's why, to look ahead, that's why the Philadelphia 76ers are in a good spot, because Cleveland boat raced the Eastern Conference, and the Eastern Conference stinks on ice. It stinks on ice. You know, Boston's nice, good team.
Washington's not a
good
bad team, Tony.
Atlanta's a nice team.
They're
But
okay.
are any of these teams
Indiana's kind of
good enough to beat the Golden State Warriors?
Nobody's good enough to beat the Golden State.
Cleveland,
Nobody is.
Cleveland
Nobody.
is so far head and shoulders better than anybody else in the Eastern Conference.
Correct.
So when they roll through the Eastern Conference and go to the finals, they don't play teams like the Golden State Warriors in the Eastern Conference. The Golden State Warriors are the best team maybe of a generation.
They are, Tony.
And that's not because I'm a Warrior fan or I like Steph Curry. The bottom line is the NBA is about this. And this is what's going to happen to the Sixers, hopefully now that the tanking is over. The Sixers now have, and here's the amazing thing. I was talking to somebody in Home Depot the other day. One of the guys in the tool department asked me what I thought about what's going on with the Sixers, who they're going to pick. And I said, I don't
pissed off.
I don't care who they pick. Just give me another good player. And I said, here's the one thing. I said, when you talk about the Sixers, who are the three names that people throw out there that they already have as pieces to build for a championship future?
Joel Embiid, Simmons,
Right?
and
Dario Saric.
Three guys. Well, people don't really look at Saric like as a
Yeah,
huge
they
piece,
do.
a
Because we
contributor.
saw him play at least a lot this year.
No, he's a legit.
He's
player.
legit.
Yeah.
He's legit. So those are the only three guys. You know who they keep forgetting? Who do they keep
Jahlil Okafor.
Yeah, Jahlil Okafor.
Who
was
may
the
be
third pick.
he might be out of the NBA soon. If he doesn't change his game, he might be out of the NBA altogether.
But here's a guy who was the third pick last year. The point is, you're not going to hit on every draft pick, but if you have three players, if you have three good players, which the Sixers do, hopefully that Simmons and Embiid can play and be healthy, the Sixers then will put themselves in a position where a Kevin Durant or one of those superstar players looking for a ring will make Philadelphia the destination, just like Moses Malone did in '83 when he was with a good Houston Rockets team, but knew that if he came to the Sixers, he'd have a better chance of winning a ring. That's why most teams in the NBA have no chance of winning an NBA championship. Very little chance. Washington, Atlanta, Boston has won in the past, not that long ago, because they assembled a couple of great free agents. Remember when they got Paul Pierce and they had to go
Kevin
outside
Garnett, right.
and bring in
Ray
guys
Allen.
who wanted to play and win a championship? That's what the NBA has become. Really good teams get that one extra guy in as a free agent. Boom, you're a championship team. So I'm not going to knock Kevin Durant because I didn't knock LeBron other than the stupid.
I'm not mad at
TV
Durant.
show.
I'm not mad at Durant.
I'm not mad at LeBron, except the only thing that bothered me about LeBron was the decision
He went
thing.
to Miami though.
It was because of the whole orchestration. I don't have a problem with him going to Miami. He had the right to do that. I'm saying the way it was done as a TV
Pretentious.
show.
But he raised $7 million for the
I
Bulls Club
get
of
that,
America.
but the point is that's a lot of people. But I don't hate LeBron James. A lot of people hate him. I just thought that was tacky. I thought that's like I'm bigger than the game. Don't give me that crap. I don't want bigger than the game.
All right.
You're never bigger than the game, okay? Because without the game, you're a nobody, LeBron. Without the NBA, you're just another guy out there,
That's not-
okay?
well, it's-
Yes, it is. What's he going to do if he's not if there's no NBA?
Go play wide receiver for the Browns.
But that's a risk. That's a risk. Nobody wins with the Browns. Not even LeBron James
That's
wins
true.
with the Browns.
That's true. That's true. I'll give you
He
that.
play quarterback for the Browns?
He could, probably.
Probably be better than whoever they throw out there.
They don't have
My
one.
point is, I have a problem with people who think they're bigger than the game. Athletes who think they're bigger than the game. LeBron James isn't bigger than the NBA. I'm sorry, LeBron. You're the best player of this generation. You're not bigger than the league. But without the league, you don't have mansions. You don't have all this other stuff going on, okay? You're just a good guy who played basketball in high school, and now you have a lot of friends.
Well, the thing you can't say anything bad about LeBron. LeBron hasn't done.
I don't hate LeBron.
On a personal level, LeBron's never done.
The problem I have is that people hate Steph Curry when there's absolutely nothing to hate about the guy. What's there to hate about Steph Curry? What does he do wrong? What does he do wrong?
He should shave because he doesn't grow the beard in right. It looks kind of like Joe.
That's
Curry.
the kind of nitpicky stuff that they do. I know you're joking.
I am. I'm totally joking.
I mean, this guy.
I like Steph, man.
Steph Curry is a guy that anybody on any team on earth would want. If Steph Curry were on the 76ers, would you not be saying, "Oh my God, this team's got a chance to win a championship now"?
Absolutely.
He's a once-in-a-lifetime kind of guy.
Not.
LeBron's a once-in-a-lifetime, not once-in-a-lifetime, but once-in-a-generation. Because there's a lot of good players in the NBA. But Steph Curry is beyond a good player. He and Kevin Durant are possessed in this series. They're possessed this year because of what happened last year.
I don't know.
They're the kinds
I don't
of
even know
guys
if possession has anything to do with it.
Yeah, because they know what happened. Steph Curry had to live with it a whole year, what happened with a 3-1 lead last year. And he is single-handedly with Kevin Durant making sure that it's not going to happen again. And if it does, then the Cleveland Cavaliers are the greatest team of all time because I don't see how they're going to win 4 games. What's interesting, though, is the stat that I saw today. Because now, the Golden State Warriors, by the way, 3.5-point favorites in a must-win Game 3 in Cleveland.
And rightfully so, though, Tony, because they've been absolutely shellacking.
This is a must-win game.
I understand that. I mean, listen, you're going to get everything Cleveland has in this game. We were talking, right? We were talking before the game. We said there's no greater lock than it was Golden State in Game 1, right?
Yep.
You were just like, bet the house, bet the farm, whatever you want. No way they lose that game. And I'm sitting there going, I would say the same about Cleveland in Game 3 coming back. But after watching Game 1 and Game 2, there's no way I can rightfully say.
You don't know what's going to happen. But here's the interesting thing. Golden State's 3.5-point favorites. The series odds have now changed. To win the series, if you want to bet on Golden State, now this is going into Game 3. If you want to bet on Golden State, you know what you have to lay to win $100?
What do you got?
Minus 1,100.
Well, they're up 2-0. That's why.
They were up 2-0 and 3-1 last year. But right now, they're minus 1,100 to win the series. Because just like you said, a lot of people don't see any way Cleveland's winning this year, even though they're only down 2-0 like they were last year. Cleveland is plus 650 to win the series right now before Game 3. And the odds will change, obviously, with each game.
I still couldn't bet on that.
Now, here's the interesting thing. The Warriors have a potential to sweep if they win 2 games in a row.
Mm-hmm.
But you know how much it would cost their organization if they swept and won it in 4 games? Because they wouldn't be a Game 5 and back in Golden State.
All the revenue from the game.
Yes, not only that. If there's no Game 5 or a Game 7 like there was last year, it would cost the team $22 million
I'm starting. You know what? Push everything you got on Cleveland tonight. This thing's got to go at least 6. Push everything you got on Cleveland tonight.
You don't think about that. But if you're
an owner, you think about that.
If you're Joe Lacob and the owner of the Golden State Warriors, you're thinking, you know what? If we don't get a Game 5, if we sweep,
I'll tell you what.
We're going to lose $22 million.
If you see Sean Livingston playing heavy minutes tonight, you know why, Tony.
You know who else doesn't want it to be a sweep?
Who?
ABC.
Oh, of course not, man.
Because the longer it goes, the
more money they make.
Absolutely.
Not just money, the more interest there is and the more ratings and the more television revenue that they can advertising. Because if it's Game 4, people who bought ads for Game 5, 6, or 7,
they're all out.
See ya. I wouldn't want to be you. By the way, our good friend Robin Hamster tweet out there in Sacramento says the winner was from Thugman Elementary School in Fresno, California. I'm not saying that the winner was from India. I'm saying her parents were from India. But she wasn't homeschooled, so she actually went to an elementary school in Fresno?
I thought she was homeschooled, Tony.
I don't know. I just know that she was Indian and she was a female, which I said a male or a female of Indian descent.
I will confirm.
Robin, I mean, Fresno is right near her, so she's got local knowledge.
No, I know, but sometimes homeschooled kids have a school program that they go through. So I'm going to find out exactly what kind of school it was, because a lot of charter schools, like 90% of the time is at home, and then 10% of the time they come into a classroom and they do stuff together. And
wait, I have breaking news right now, ladies and gentlemen. Breaking news. I hit the wrong button.
I hear you.
We have Barbecue Beef Balboa checking in from Los Angeles in vicinity.
Has he been doing some photoshopping?
No, he's posted an APB.
On?
For Joe Corrado.
Where the hell is he?
Seen on April 10th of 2017. age 43, eyes brown, hair black, height 5'9", weight 160. Please call any law enforcement agency with information on the whereabouts of one Joe Corrado.
Is he on Unsolved Mysteries?
I think he is.
Is that where he's on? Tony, you know, we should check the phones. Maybe he's calling in. We got lit up lines, man.
Let's go to the phone. 717-363-TONY, 717-363-8669.
You can tell me live that I was wrong on Cleveland. How about that?
I'm not going to tell you live. I just played it back, not to try to make you look bad.
No, you were. Listen, Tone, you were right. All I'm saying is I don't think anyone ever saw Cleveland getting whooped this bad.
I did.
Not this bad. It's embarrassing. They don't even belong in the same court right now.
This reporter gave it to you.
Yeah, well,
I gave you the Kevin Durant factor. And you don't need to be like some basketball insider.
Tony,
you don't need to be Sonny Hill to know that.
All I said was I think Cleveland could win this thing in 6, but I never thought that both games would be this much.
Fugman, by the way, is the name of the school.
The disparity between teams is just ungodly, Tone. They don't even belong in the same court.
I disagree. I think Cleveland's going to win at least a game.
Well, they have
to win at least a game.
Yeah, it's going to cost the owner $22 million. They got to throw one.
I'm not saying Golden State's going to throw a game or not play hard. I'm just saying that Cleveland's got to win game 3. Because I don't think they can go down 3-0 and think they're going to win 4 in a row. So if they win game 3 and it's 2-1,
it's a series.
Yes, but if they lose game 3, it could be sweep city.
It should be sweep city.
Because I'm not saying LeBron's going to do what we saw James Harden do in game 7 in that last series, where he pretty much mailed it in.
He didn't mail it in later on that night though. He was at the club, dude.
Well, you never mail it in at the club. Never. Even if you find a woman who's drunk outside and says something to you like, I'm sorry. We're only going to do this one week, folks, because it's just too good to pass up.
Lick my asshole. How about that?
How about that? How about that?
Let's go to the calls.
Let's go to the phones. Let's go to. It sounds like Jim from Cheltenham.
It sounds like Jim from Cheltenham breathing.
It sounds like Jim breathing in Cheltenham. Jim, is that you? Jim?
Hello, Tony?
See, did I not? I can identify your breath. I can identify your breathing.
Like I'm a new phone.
You got a new phone?
My new phone service, I pick up everything.
You got Jim's breathing in HD now.
Oh, awesome. Beautiful.
How you doing, Tony?
Beautiful, Jim. How are you tonight?
Well, today's a special birthday today.
Whose birthday is it today?
They would have been the 100th birthday of Dean Martin.
That's right. I saw Joe tweeted that. 100. You know who else would have been? You know whose birthday would have been today also? Prince would have been 59 today. Prince and Dean Martin born on the same day.
Sheesh.
41 years apart, though, of course. It's also Wednesday, which is Prince Spaghetti Day, not to be confused with Prince, the entertainer. We're going to play a block of Dean Martin tonight?
I'll try to find some.
Play a little Houston. That's one of my
I got a special
favorites.
clip I found. Goes back to the old Sporting News show back in
you have a clip?
January of 2008.
Let's go back to January of 2008. What is this about specifically?
Well, when you did the Sporting News show, they had every day they had a different opening for every show you had on that show.
You mean unlike this show, we play the same opening open for the last
January
10 years?
of 2008.
Let's go to the tape and hear what it sounds like when you have a different open every day.
This is part of the open is the Eagles, the Dallas Cowboys. Your good friend from Wisconsin.
Oh, is she in there too?
Goes back to. Yeah, she's on there too.
Oh man, let's go to the tape.
Let's go. There we go.
God bless the Philadelphia Eagles. You understand what I'm saying? Let's go to Christmas. Even she loves it when the Cowboys win.
Hey, big boy, I got your picture now.
You got my picture? Did I send it to you?
No, I got it from the local affiliate.
Oh, you did? In lacrosse?
Lacrosse.
Do I have clothes on in the picture? It's unbelievable. I can send you one of those too if you like.
Oh, I picture you looking like Dean Martin, Tony.
Like Dean Martin? When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore.
Oh, Tony, you're a trip.
Tony Bruno. I'm a trip. Good trip or bad trip, factor, fiction, true or false, Mark Willard.
Oh, that's when we had the good water. That was great because when we had the good water bong sound. We don't have that anymore, Luigi. What happened, man?
What, the bong?
That's the good water one where you can hear the guy breathing in the water bong.
I think we still have it, Tony.
I don't know if we have that one. That one was good.
That's the same one.
That's the one.
No, I don't think that's the same.
It is the same one. It just has a hum in it.
Sorry. That's what I got.
That was good, though. The great Chris from La Crosse laughing in that. How great was that?
I miss her.
And
I hope she's
have you ever
okay.
heard her? I've not heard her in a long time.
No, we got to do an APB. Forget Joe. I know he's somewhere because I see him on Twitter every 5 seconds. But I haven't heard from Chris in La Crosse, Wisconsin. We've got to put an APB out for her. I hope she's all right. By the way, do you see?
She was great. She was a great sport.
The Phillies have now gone on a run again after stinking up the month of May, Jim. The Phillies now all of a sudden have won 4 in a row. And I saw, guess who the only representative for the Phillies will be in the All-Star game right now? If they had to decide on one guy, let's see if Luigi knows this. One guy on the roster who would be the All-Star representative, because every team has to have at least one player for the Philadelphia Phillies. Here we are in June, and no one in a million years would have thought that this guy would be their best player right now.
Does the Fanatic count?
No, the Philly Fanatic does not count.
Tony, I don't know, man. In a team full of suck, it's tough to pick one, man. I don't know, man.
We going all Mike Schmidt on us now?
It's a team full of maybe Herrera?
Nope.
No?
No, that's the guy Mike Schmidt won off.
I know, that's why I mentioned him.
And then Mike called him to apologize.
Tony, I don't know, man. I got really. This is like to quote your boy Kevin Durant. The fans, man, they're the real MVPs. I'd be sending one of them.
Let's go to Jim. He follows this team very closely. Who would be the Phillies representative?
Probably the situation is what player does the National League, what position National League need the most? So it could be anybody. It could
breaking this down.
It could be it depends if what position they need the most on the National League team. They'll pick that from the Phillies.
But there's one position that they always can make room for, and that's a guy in the bullpen. Believe it or not, the Phillies' much maligned bullpen probably will have the only representative. And you know who that is? Luigi Curto?
No, Tony, I don't.
Jim, do you know who that is?
I can't pick any.
That would be the sticker baller.
Pat Neshek, ladies and gentlemen.
Submarine pitcher.
A guy
That's the best we got.
The guy that they got from the Houston Astros for absolutely nothing. Not Michael Saunders, who they gave $9 million to, who's hitting like 210.
No, it's not hitting weather yet.
Not, obviously a lot of other guys have been hurt. What's his name? The pitcher Clay Buchholz is done for the year.
Yeah, he stinks.
Who else did they got? They got the kid from California, the left fielder. He got hurt. Howie Kendrick. Look at the veterans they brought in. Howie Kendrick, right?
Well, look at your cornerstones. Miguel Franco, he's not going.
Yeah, but
anywhere.
I'm talking about the free agents they brought in. Pat Neshek right now is the guy paying the most dividends. You see his numbers?
No.
And he's now been named this closer for the Phillies. He's now their closer.
So we actually have an official closer?
This week he is.
This week he is.
Pat
yes.
Neshek has given up 2 runs in 22 innings. He's 23 of 24 scoreless outings. 24 times he's come into a ball game and not given up a run.
Well, Dennis Taylor on Facebook guessed it, so I'm going to give him
a one round of applause. That's who the Phillies All-Star representative would be right now, Pat Neshek.
Which is like what, being the tallest midget in the circus?
Well, they have to have somebody.
Seriously, Tony, it's a joke, man.
Ridiculous, man. And by the way, Allen Iverson's birthday today, too. We got Allen Iverson, Dean Martin, and, of course, the great Prince, who would have been 59 today. How old's AI? Is he 40 yet? How old's Allen Iverson?
Yeah.
I don't know. He's
probably has to be 40.
Mid-40s.
He has to be 40.
Yes, I think it'd be mid-40s.
I don't know if he's mid-40s.
By the way, Scott Evans is checking in on Facebook Live, and he's saying that La Crosse, Wisconsin representing. So, Scott, are you from La Crosse?
That's where Chris is from.
That's where Chris from La Crosse, and we're trying to
42, Tony.
figure out where she is.
42, Allen Iverson, 42 today. Probably could still play in the end. Probably could still start for the Sixers.
Didn't we have a sound drop for 42 as well? 42, I'm a man.
No, that's 40. I'm a man, I'm 40.
I'm a man. I'm 40.
So that's Oklahoma State's coach.
There was another one that said 42, though. There was something about 42.
Rob,
I'm a man 42.
I hate to do it to you, Robin. 42 is a movie about that.
their legs, 42. I'm recalling this somehow or
Oh,
another.
no, that was what's her name, the actress. African-American woman.
Yeah.
I'm very hairy. Remember, she said,
But
I'm
she's-
so.
she's
What was
42.
What the heck's her name now?
Oh.
I'm 42 and I'm very hairy.
Yeah, see? I knew that there was something
But I
about
don't remember
42.
her
42,
And I'm very hairy.
Yeah.
What the heck's her name? Queen Latifah.
No, it wasn't
I think
Queen
it was
Lat-
Queen Latifah who said that. Are you sure?
No, it was, and it wasn't Nicey Nice. It was another chick. I can't think of it.
I
Anybody
think it was
out there?
Queen Latifah.
This thing was 10 foot
No, not
tall.
Bigfoot. He was Terry.
And he had beautiful
And he
hair.
had beautiful hair. I think it was Queen Latifah, but I could be wrong. The chances are I'm not.
Probably not. You're on a roll.
I am on a roll.
Ever since you took Golden State and Chalk City.
Damn right.
Monique.
Monique, that's right. I'm
She
sorry.
talked about her open marriage and her hairy
Monique.
legs.
Remember Monique?
No.
You don't know who Monique is?
No.
Oh, man, I hate to do it to you, Luigi.
Why you gonna do it to me? Just a couple of years ago. I care about Monique.
There was another great sound drop that we had.
I don't have it.
I'm
I know.
42,
And I'm
I'm
very-
very
I
hairy.
know the drop.
Okay, that's Monique.
This is Monique.
That's Craigslist on a Wednesday. That's all I'm talking about. Craigslist personals.
Here, this is Monique.
Oh, I know her. She's been in a million things.
Yeah, that's exactly why I told you that. Just like you didn't know the song.
I didn't go by her first. I know one person by their
Pointer
first name. That's Prince. I don't know what the hell that Monique. Monique what?
Monique, and she was on the Barbara Walters, and she talked about her open marriage and the fact that she had hairy legs during the Oscars.
There's not just one Oscar. Except Oscar de la Renta, of course. There's only one of him.
Oscar de la Hoya.
Well, that's true. Jim?
Oscar Mayer.
Now, her husband is hot.
What do
Sorry.
you think? Tony, what you think of the Mike Smith situation?
Well, yeah, you know what? I love Mike, and I've known him forever since he was a rookie with the Phillies. And he doesn't go to every game, and he's in Florida where he lives, and he comes up and does a couple of weekend games here and there.
Yeah.
And so, he's going to see a guy struggling, and he's going to say things.
Oh, I actually have some audio of that.
We have tape?
Yeah.
You suck, you jackass.
So he says it, and Mike probably doesn't even realize it's going to get back to Odubel Herrera, that he said that the guy is not very good. And then he called to Odubel Herrera and apologized to him. So, he did it on a radio interview in Philly. And so that became a big story because what else is there to talk about right now? OTAs with the Eagles, the Phillies on a winning streak? No, they make news in the broadcast booth now. Like Charles Barkley goes to the end. Did you see Charles Barkley was at the Stanley Cup final?
Oh, he's probably got about $2-3 million right on the series.
Yeah, I mean,
He promotes the NHL more than the NHL promotes the NHL, Tony.
You know why? Because ABC's got the final, so he's done. Charles is done working for the year. So what did he do? He actually went down. At least he didn't go to the same bar.
Keith Urban was at getting.
Not just Keith Urban. You saw the Buddy Ryan's kids got into a bar.
God.
Rex and Rob Ryan in a throwdown in a bar in Nashville. Even Luigi didn't throw down at a bar.
No,
in
I was
Nashville.
calm as a cucumber, man. We had a great time.
Did you see that video, Jim, of Rex and Rob Ryan in a bar in Nashville almost going to blows?
Well, they had to go offensive. They didn't have
I
any
missed
defense between the
that.
both of them. What do you expect, man? Neither one of them could stop anything. What do you think was going to happen?
Wow. Charles Barkley barged into what's his face's news conference, post-game news conference. The great one, Wayne Gretzky. And you know what Wayne Gretzky said? Come on in, Charles. Everybody loves Charles.
Why the hell not? He's radio gold, man.
He is, and TV gold too. So that was nice of Charles to go over on NBC and hang out at the Stanley Cup Finals. What a series that is. How about the Nashville Predators, man? Lavi, you got to give that guy love. We've been talking about Lavi and all the teams he's been with, and this is the 8th seed.
Go, go, go.
And there's a best-of-3 Stanley Cup Finals right now.
Unbelievable, man.
Is there any way Nashville pulls this off and wins 2 out of 3?
That's why NHL is more entertaining than the NBA right now.
It really is. It's
because the NHL series has been vastly more entertaining than the NBA series. The only way it's going to happen is if somehow, some way, Cleveland comes back and ties this thing up at 2 apiece.
Well, if they win Game 3, then there'll be people saying, "Oh, you see, you can't write this team off," and all the LeBron people come out and say, "See, you people were doubting him, and that's why he didn't come out to the press. I told you why he didn't come out to the press conference. I was the only person who figured it out the other night.
He had to go poopy.
He had to poop,
Right.
and you don't announce when you have to poop.
No, you don't make it. You don't make an
You see,
announcement.
you don't go to the press conference. You don't go to the table.
I got to take a smash. What are you
What's he going to say? And then people are saying, "Who uses poop anymore?" I do. There's nothing wrong with saying
because
poop.
you're 5.
Adults say I have to poop. What else do they say? I have to go to the loo? I have to go number 2? What do you say?
It's Italian, Robin, for...
Yes, I get it.
I really got to make boom.
Oh, wow.
Tony, we got some other calls coming up before break if you want to...
Jim, always good to hear from you, pal. Thank you so much, buddy.
Okay, take care, Tony.
There he is, the great Jim. I'm going to have to start pulling old opens from my previous shows to freshen up this show.
I know.
It's an outrage. It's an outrage.
If only you had a good production team.
Yeah, I know. Well, we have an open that's been, hasn't been played in a while.
Do we have one?
Yeah, man.
Let's play it right now. Actually, we'll play it when we come back from break.
Yeah.
How about that?
Well, it's just an open. All right, whatever.
We'll play when we come back.
I'll figure it. Do you want to take one more call before we go?
Yeah, let's take another call. 717-363-TONY is the number. I want to thank our the folks at switchboard.com for helping us with the video stream of our stuff.
Always. If you are watching it on Facebook Live, Periscope Live, or YouTube Live.
What about Twitter? We're not on Twitter Live?
That's Periscope.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
That's Periscope. It is thanks to Switchboard because that's how come you can see it on all 3.
And switchboard.com is a company if you want to have multiple sources.
It's not even that. If you just want to be able to, like, if you're a gamer, if you want to stream it for family members, birthday parties, whatever it is that you want to do, and you want to live stream something, then you can go to switchboard.com and you can connect to, it's not just those 3. You can connect to Twitch, Hitbox, Beam Pro, Daily Motion, StreamSpot, Ustream, and then you can also do custom URLs. They are really.
And we utilize them because they contacted us because we have all these different video streams, and because we have limited bandwidth on our internet. Because we use it to audio and video.
For those of you who have been with us from the beginning, you will remember that we kept crashing.
God bless you all. You're the real MVP.
Remember that?
You're the real MVP is right.
Yeah, and so they're the one. They're the reason why we do what we do.
They take all the video of this Facebook, the YouTube, and the Periscope, and they put it all together. So it gets out
all I
everywhere.
do is I send it to them, and I have my own little connection, and so I make sure that everything's. And then I start the broadcast, and then they're the ones that send it out to.
And you notice we haven't had any technical problems.
Yeah,
the last
it's
few
easy.
weeks.
It's easy, Tony. All you got to do.
I'll set it, and that's all you have to do.
That's all you have to do. It's that easy. Let's take another call. Do we have another call on the line?
Yeah, we do, Tony. We're gonna, like I said, we have no call screener, so we're just gonna give out the first 3 numbers of the area code.
We may have to start maybe we can get Colleen Campbell to come in here and send me a call screener. Oh, I think she deserves a second chance.
Somebody will lick her ass around here.
Oh! We'll just give her a lot of drinks. We'll have red wall. We're not going to try to forcibly have her.
Could you imagine her pick up the phone? Who the fuck is this? Where you call from, motherfucker?
You know who I used to be?
Right. Yeah, this is who I am now.
I don't really think I'm helping my cause here.
Probably not.
Actually, quick update on Ananya, the spelling bee. Winner, it is a regular elementary school, Fugman Elementary School.
No, Fugman.
Is it Fugman?
Fugman. It's spelled F-U-G-M-A-N. And Robin, our good friend Hamster Tweets, out in the Bay Area, out in Sacramento area, she's the one who pointed out that she was not homeschooled.
Yeah.
So I was 1 for 2. I said it would be an Indian child, and she was a brilliant young lady. And I said it would be male or female because I'm not a sexist. And ladies and gentlemen, congratulations. That's incredible, man.
As
I said, the thing is that the amazing thing is that the words that these kids are given, they will never be used in any normal conversation.
She won.
What was the word?
I dropped kaleidoscope today, man. I think I was around.
Really?
Yeah. I dropped cornucopia and kaleidoscope today, man.
Dude.
Yeah.
I had it up here. Hold on a second. Now I have to go back. But
let's go back. Let's get to the phones before we tackle.
We're already on break, so.
Who's on the line?
Whoever it is getting annoyed. So
I know. Who is there?
484-804. You're on the line.
Hello.
What up, folks?
Oh, Jose. What up, yo?
What up?
He used a burner, man. It's a different phone number.
What up, Luigi?
What up, Jose?
Did you get a new phone, too? What up?
What up, Luke? What's the months?
What up, who?
Who? He said, whoop.
I said, what up, Luigi's? What up? What up? What up, Bruno's?
Did you miss somebody else?
No, everybody's here.
And once again, Can we give Joe one of those again? What's up, man?
That's great, man.
I talked to him on Twitter, too, and he doesn't make appearances on the show at the fourth wheel.
Oh, listen.
He said he had a rough month of May.
They said this.
He had a tougher month of May than
the Phillies did.
Than the Phillies, and what's her face? The comic chick who got fired from all her jobs last week.
Colleen.
No, Kathy Griffin.
Kathy Griffin, not Colleen. She just got fired 2 days ago.
She's getting hammered.
Exactly. What up, Jose?
Yeah, that's one. Not for much. If I was LeBron, I think I want to extend this series, yo, and not lose $20 million.
No, he doesn't lose $20 million. LeBron doesn't make an extra dime if he loses a series, he makes the same amount.
Right.
If he loses it in 4, 5, 6, or 7 games, it doesn't matter.
No.
These guys just want to win in the few. The players want to win as soon as possible.
Well, they also have their bonus too, but they want.
Yeah,
but
I
they want to go on the rest of the
Steph,
offseason.
like for example, if there's no Game 5, the amount that the Golden State Warriors would lose is $12.1 million, which is what Steph Curry's 1-year salary would be. So they're basically losing the equivalent of paying Steph Curry in ticket sales and merchandise for one game in the playoffs.
They better win it this year because there's no way in hell they're keeping them all again next year.
No, they're not.
No, this team will be dismantled.
No.
Every team in the NBA is getting dismantled. Who do you like, Jose?
Yep.
Who do you like now?
What, in the finals?
Well, they were in the finals. Can the Cleveland Cavaliers come back?
They were from another deficit. If they don't win tonight, that would be an absolute no.
Is there any way, shape, or form,
so
if they go down 3-0, that they can win 4 consecutive games?
No.
Damn right.
There's
There
no
should
way.
be.
Oh, no!
I watched NBA. I'm just saying, Bruno's. I don't see a team pulling a 3-0 run like they did last year. This is a completely different Golden State team. They're potent on the court now. They're super potent offensively.
Well, they had offense, but they play great defense, too. Everybody just thinks they're just run and gun.
No, they're the best defensive team in the NBA.
They
by
play
far.
great defense. And the problem is, if you just try to focus on Steph Curry or Kevin Durant, you saw it in Game 2. What's his name came alive, who didn't do anything in Game 1.
Tristan Thompson.
Not Tristan
Klay Thompson.
Klay Thompson in Game 3, he got some looks. He started making baskets. So you don't have to. It's hard to. You don't just stop one guy on that.
But the
team.
problem is too is you got guys like for Cleveland who like Korver can't hit a 3. Shouldn't be on the damn court. And you got J.R. Smith comes out, hits the first 3 of the game, and he goes 0 for 7 the rest of the way. I mean, Tony, they just went cold.
No, I know.
You know, if you listen, no matter what, you're not going to be able to stop going. You have to be able to score with Golden State. And if you're not,
somebody asked somebody asked LeBron, you want to slow it down? He said, that's not the way we play.
No.
They don't play slow down basketball. So they have to play running. They have to run.
Run and gun.
Hey, Jose, there's actually somebody else that's on hold right now that would like to join us for old time's sake.
Oh, you want to do a conference call?
Yeah.
we're doing a conference.
You remember when we used to do that all the time, Jose?
Conference call.
Let's go to the conference line. Who was on the
Oh, yeah. It was.
Who's there? Hello?
What up, Jose's?
You know who that is?
What up, Thomas?
Yeah, I knew Thomas.
got it on the first try.
Thomas from Phoenix or Scottsdale, Arizona. What up, yo?
That's good Thomas knowledge on you, Jose's. What up, Jose's from Norristown's?
Can you say Jose's if you pluralize Jose?
Absolutely.
Why don't we just mute ourselves, let them guys talk for a few minutes and catch up?
Yeah, why don't you guys catch up and I'll go get a cold beer, a Yingling.
You
I'm
want
drinking beer and wine. Hello, Thomas?
Jose, you watching some old Laker clips while this NBA Finals is going on, or what?
Yup. You know what we have tomorrow night, Thomas?
We have hockey action, yo.
Hockey action, yo. Game number 5.
Stole your thunder. Stole your thunder. Sorry about that.
That's fun.
Okay, this is getting way too confusing.
Crosby is in trouble, yo. And
How's it going
I'm going down.
down, yo?
Who's going down? The Pens are going down?
Who's going down? The Pens are going down. 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 Who's going down? The Pens Luigi picked me to win the series. Luigi, your fault. Game 5, back at Pittsburgh.
I took the Pens, man, but after seeing what Nashville did in Nashville for 2 straight games, I can't feel comfortable.
No, they're going
about it,
back to Pittsburgh. Listen, give Nashville credit. I mean, the fact that everybody thought after the first 2 games that they were toast.
No, I still think Pittsburgh's going to win this thing.
Yeah, it's good. It's fun. It's going to be, it's going to be at least a 6-game series.
No, but like you said, credit Nashville. They made it a series. For better or worse, they made it a series. It's going to be competitive the rest of the way.
It's phenomenal.
Cut that clip down.
Okay.
Yep. So
not many people have the NHL and NBC theme.
To win in that building.
Are they going to win in that building?
Have Game 6. Trust me, I might have to pick the underdog in Game 5, but like I'm saying, if Nashville goes into Pittsburgh and take care of business,
they'll win the cup at home.
This could be a party at Music City.
I think the Ryan boys will be down there throwing down in a bar. I'm going to go down there in Nashville and throw down in a bar as well.
I'll throw down with you.
Luigi may go back to Nashville just to celebrate the Stanley Cup.
I will.
At the Jack Daniels.
Why you at it?
Damn right, me and Jasper.
Why you at it? What up, Jack Daniels?
What up, Jack Daniels?
I've never been to Nashville. I would like to go.
You've never been
to
Nashville?
Tennessee whiskey?
Oh, I hate to do it to you.
I know.
I told you, man. It's the bachelorette capital of the world, man.
That's probably
and
why
that's
I
why they
haven't
call
been.
the stadium Smashville. That's why they do it.
What do they call it?
Smashville.
Smashville?
Rightfully so, man.
Dude.
It's all about a bunch of drunk chicks walking around. It's
I
all
call
it is,
it
man.
Nashville.
Yeah, but they're not drunk chicks like our drunk chicks.
No,
in
not
Philly.
belligerent drunk chicks.
They don't do that stuff there, do they?
No, they got a little more class than that.
She was definitely white girl wasted.
Did you see Thomas? Did you see our local TV Temple University grad TV person drunk outside of a comedy club going off on a cop?
I think Thomas, are you there?
Yeah, Thomas jumped off.
Yeah,
he jumped off?
No, he lost his signal.
Oh, well.
He's in Arizona. They have cell service out there.
Yeah, but he probably has one of the cell services that
It's an outrage.
doesn't work as well.
Yeah, he just checked.
That's why, you know what you need to do?
What?
You need to switch over to Ting.
Exactly right.
Ting uses multiple different towers and cell services, and they have fantastic
And we just got
coverage.
our first bill, our first month with Ting.
Was there anything wrong with it?
Not every little Ting was good.
Good.
Every Ting is all right now.
It was less than half.
Yes.
Less than half.
And Miss
what we were
Robbins
paying.
on the phone every stinking second of every day in the car where we don't have internet. And that's where you run up the charges, when you don't have internet.
Sure.
So when she's home, you have internet, you're not wasting data.
Yeah, if you're at home or
so
at
our
work,
phone bill was like $90 instead of $180. That's a savings of 50%, even with my math skills.
But they're not going to rook us.
They didn't
Take
rook.
that for data.
You take that for data because the data's cheaper at Ting. You're not getting jacked like you are with the big suckers.
I'm getting jacked.
Well, you need to switch over to Ting. I
Tell
still
me,
have
man.
I
Oh,
own.
Robin's on the phone in the car nonstop. So imagine if she didn't use all that data. Our bill would be like $60 a month for 2 phones.
That's awesome.
I owe a couple people some Ting cards that I need to send out, and I do still have some more left. So anybody else that wants a Ting card, let me know. Contact me at missrobinaustin@gmail.com.
I'm telling you, we don't. You know,
And if you
they
actually
don't pay
want
us
your
anything.
card, contact me, Luigi Curto.
We found out from our buddy Brian Martell, the official technical wizard of this program. He's the one who told us about Ting.
Marty
What up, Brian Martell?
Exactly, and he uses it, and he told us about it. We got the Ting cards, $9. That's all they are. It's just it's
a SIM card.
It's a SIM card, and then you go on their service and you transfer your stuff over to them. You keep your same phone number. You can use your same phone most of the time. We kept our phones.
Right. You have to see if they're compatible. Sometimes if you have an uncompatible phone, you might need to get a new one. But you don't have to pay, $1,000 for a phone like you do on Verizon and Sprint and all those other ones.
Exactly, man. We're here to save people money because times are tough out there.
Times are tough out there.
Hey, Bruno's.
Yes, Sir Louis. Jose.
What up, Bruno's? You know what's coming up soon?
Well, what do you got, Jose?
What's coming
Thunder
up?
Gabi, Mickey. Well, I was going to tell you and Luigi. Thunder Gabi Bruno, Thunder Gabi Mickey Ward trilogies on YouTube Classics.
Oh, really? That's Luigi's favorite trilogy.
Absolutely, man.
After The Godfather, of course.
No, it's not. You mean the Rocky series?
The Rocky's got 5 or 6.
No,
movies.
listen, that Gotti War trilogy was incredible, Tony.
I totally agree.
I saw every single one of them live, man. Live. I had no idea what I was gonna witness that first fight. Yep, absolutely.
2 and 3.
That's when I met George Foreman. For Gotti War 2.
Did you get a grill at least out of it?
No, I shook his hand. His hand engulfed my entire arm. That man's hand is enormous.
Dude.
I do love men that make me feel petite.
Like me?
It doesn't happen very often. No, like Charles. Charles makes me feel like a petite.
Fat though, but he's fat.
Charles isn't that tall.
He's not
You know
tall.
what makes you
6'3",
feel small?
6'4".
Greg Oden. Shaq. Those guys make you feel.
Will Chamberlain.
Did you see the picture of me standing next to Greg Oden?
Yeah, he's
massive. I'm
massive.
3 feet tall.
I know.
There's a picture.
Kareem is 7'1".
There's a picture
So
of
is
me
Greg Oden.
next to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Oh.
I look so teeny. It's amazing. I love it.
But Kareem is thick.
Hey,
So
Bruno,
are you one of these women? Are you one of these?
Remind me of?
Who does he remind you of?
Remember the movie Airplane? Remember the kid in Airplane? I don't know who you are. You're Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
That's right.
That's a good
He was actually Murdoch. He was the co-pilot, but obviously the kid knew he was really Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And he says, you drag Lampier up and down the court on your leg and see. Because he said, my dad said that you play hard. Yeah, my dad said you don't play hard.
48 minutes.
Exactly right,
Do you like movies about gladiators?
Do you like movies about gladiators, Jose?
So Robin, are you one of these people? Are you one of these women now that don't consider a man unless he's like 6'5" and 225 pounds? Is that what it is?
Yep.
That's pathetic.
Disgrace.
I saw the movie Gladiator with Russell Crowe. That was a classic, man.
Was it?
That wasn't the one with the painted on abs. That was the 300.
300.
300, yeah.
300 is where
With
they
Gerard
started
Butler.
Where they started
No,
painting.
that's Russell Crowe. Russell Crowe's Gladiator.
No, I know Russell Crowe. Gladiator was great, but 300 was good too. 300 was really good. I started painting my own abs.
It's a live shot of me walking down Taccone.
You know? Yep.
Hey, Jose, we need to go to break.
Because, reason what? Okay, Miss Robbins. I was going to tell Luigi, don't forget my tweets on Gotti War Trilogy time, because it's that time of year again.
I'll be liking and responding in real time, Jose.
No problem.
In fact, you know
We'll
what?
start with the first one, the classic in New England.
Well, that's right, because we don't want to work backwards. We'll ruin it.
My
No,
pen
I'm
just fell
working
apart.
1
We have to
through
take
3,
a break.
Joe.
My phone just fell apart. My pen just fell apart.
That's
Oh
good.
no,
And I
this
need
is
to get a
a
new pen.
This is an outrage.
What a coincidence, because my life is falling apart. So why don't we just go to break, Jose?
All right, Jose, we'll see you soon, buddy.
All right, guys.
There he is, ladies
No
and gentlemen.
problem, Joe.
So Alfie from Abington said that, dude, this spot with Jose and Thomas is better than the birth of my daughter. And then Timmy Galligan on Facebook, he put in his 2 cents saying, hey, maybe by Christmas you guys will get your Ting cards. Hey,
That's
now.
not true.
Come on, people.
Have you been
I'm
sending out to the people that have been requesting them?
She just now said, I still have some I have to send out from last week. Just get to the damn post office.
How hard is it? It's a card that goes in a regular envelope.
Yes, Tony, I know that.
We've been working in the basement from noon to from 9 a.m. to.
Do you ever go outside?
No.
You know the mailbox
We've
is
been
right
in
around the corner.
I haven't even
basement.
picked up my prescription.
You can leave it outside in
Don't
the
worry.
mailbox, and the mailman will
I
take
will
it for
get
you.
them out tomorrow. So for those of you who requested them, I will get them to you. And if you email me by tonight, then I will get those out to you guys tomorrow as well.
We don't have like 1,000 of them.
No, but I can get more.
Okay. There you have it, folks. We're going to come back. We'll take a break. We come back, we'll have a Monday Night Football update.
Correct.
Miss Robin will take us to Florida for some happy cows. And that's pretty much it.
Yeah, you'll probably just rip me for the next 20 minutes.
I
or so.
will take more of your calls at 717-363-TONY, 717-363-8669. And we got to find Chris in La Crosse.
Yes. Not Chris Cross.
No. Chris Cross will make you
Jump.
Daddy Mac will make you
Jump.
We're coming back. It's the Tony Bruno Show live. Stick around.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Show starts in 5 minutes.
The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candies. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
We're happy to have you with us this evening and want you to enjoy every minute of your stay here. And while you relax and stretch, visit our concession where you'll find something to please you. There are ice-cold drinks and many other pleasing treats. Our drinks, satisfying and refreshing. They're so good. Show starts in 4 minutes.
No problemo.
It is your destiny. What the hell is happening? What the hell is happening? Who's in charge there? Show starts in 3 minutes. It's refreshment time, folks.
Taste that beats the others. Pepsi pours it on.
Show starts in 2 minutes. Show starts in 1 minute. And now, on with the show.
They call me Big L.A., Big Silly, Big Money, Big Billy. When I'm sliding in the market, you hear me.
So we're like back, but without Tony. because Tony is freaking out because he doesn't have a pen.
It's all right. You okay there? You got your headphones in there, Robin? Come on.
I was like, why can't I hear anything?
You're gonna leave, you
I
gotta
don't
leave.
have it.
Come on.
Yep. And you know what? This is the other thing. He's all fuzzy. He
Tony's downstairs yelling from the basement. He can't find his pen.
Okay, I will get you a pen. Why don't you come on back up, Tony?
Does it have to be any specific pen, Tony? Does it have to be your special pen?
Well, he does. He is very particular about pens. Have you noticed this at all, by any chance?
No, not at all. I know she just give the man a pen and he writes whatever he needs to write.
No.
Obviously,
He likes. He has like 4 pens.
How many?
That are very special, and if they get lost or broken, or if you use it,
welcome back, Maestro.
He's very upset.
I had a really good pen, but the top flew off.
I hear you.
So
I couldn't even open it. You know, when you click it, this is a great pen from the Premier Hotel.
Yeah, they're really good pens.
I get the best hotels and best pens in hotels. This pen doesn't work. Damn it!
Nothing works here, Tony.
From
We're getting
Beneficial Savings Bank, which has been closed since the 60s.
Oh, no wonder it doesn't work, Tony.
No, I think they're still bad. Anyway, I'm one of those people. I have to have a pen in my hand. I can't work without a pen. I have to jot things down. Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but we can give you other pens. But you said you want to have a specific pen.
I'm glad that we opened the door because Luigi left the gas on in the kitchen.
I didn't mean to.
I know you didn't intentionally.
I thought it was off. It's not my fault. You got a freaking stove from the Stone Ages over there.
Ridiculous.
What do you want me to do, man?
I wanted to buy a new stove, but then they told me it was sold.
I know.
Isn't that scratch and sniff thing at Lowe's yesterday?
Scratch and sniff. Isn't that the worst though, Tony? When you find a deal that you've been looking for and it's just like it's too good. I know, but you were talking about getting the new stove.
I need a new stove. My stove is like archaic.
You knew exactly what you wanted. You know, it's funny. You have a newer stove in your mother's house than you do in your own house.
I know. Seriously, our stove is from the 50s, maybe even.
Well, there's 2 different. There's the stove top, which is probably a 60s,
yeah.
And then there's the oven portion of it, which is probably a 1940s, 1950s, which at the time I'm sure was top of the line. Nice stainless steel. It's called.
It still has a pilot light in it, and it stays hot all the time.
It's called the Chef's Delight. And it's oh so delightful.
Not the Rapper's Delight, of course, which is my favorite rap song of all time.
Unquestioned.
Is that the very first rap song ever?
No.
There's no.
I think Curtis Blow. These are the breaks.
No, people are saying that Blondie had the first rap song ever.
So a white chick had the first rap song.
No, Blondie's song. What was it? Rapture.
That was a rap song.
Rapture with Blondie is being credited as the very first rap song.
Huh.
And then of course.
Go figure.
Then of course it was Rapper's Delight.
So the hip hop.
That was considered the first rap song that was played on commercial radio. See, that's great rap, R&B, hip-hop knowledge on this show.
Well, you want to talk about a song that's not rap nor hip-hop, but definitely pops?
It's coming back, baby.
Damn right it is.
After a 5-year absence. They're bringing Hank back, baby. Are you ready for some football?
Damn right. This is what Monday Night Football is all about right here, Tony.
Exactly right.
When Monday Night Football was actually good, people weren't waiting for just Sunday Night Football to come around because Monday Night Football sucks right now. You got to rock out the Hank, man.
Remember when they fired Hank Williams in 2011?
Unbelievable, man.
Okay, now you know that we're going to get in trouble for playing this.
Why? I'm not on YouTube. I'm on YouTube. This has been downloaded and reloaded on my sound player.
It's gonna be a battle in the NFL tonight.
So that was the longest running theme song.
I love that song.
Of any TV show, and he did it for 24 straight years. In fact, when Hank Williams started doing Are You Ready for Some Football? All my rowdy friends are here for Monday night.
I was 11.
That was the 20th anniversary of Monday Night Football.
Which is nuts, man.
And then he did it for 24 straight years. And then in 2011, you know why they threw him off of Monday Night Football?
What did he do, Tony?
He criticized President Obama.
Oh, you can't do that. Are you kidding me?
He criticized President Obama, and they took him off the air.
Right.
And now 6 years later, they're saying, time moves on. Now we got Trump in there, and everybody rips him.
Exactly.
So we can't keep this guy off, and everybody loved Hank Williams' song. So they got Hank Williams, along with Florida Georgia Line, and Jason Derulo have already cut all the opens for every Monday Night Football game coming up this season.
Okay.
They did them all. They're videos. So every team will have its own individual song. So, let's say Eagles, whatever, whoever's playing on Monday Night Football, they already know the schedule. So, Jason, you are a big Jason Derulo fan, Robin?
I don't think so.
No. He has his song Talk Dirty to Me, but I'm
But you
more
know
of a
who I
Poison
am a
Talk
fan
Dirty
of?
to Me.
I am a fan of Bren Burrows on Facebook Live, who
You mean
says
Brendan Burrows?
No, Bren Burrows. He says that this is the best show on radio. Period. End of story. Legend, or hashtag legend.
That's a good job out of him. You got to actually plug your iPad in there, Rook. Look at this, man. His first day on the job, Tone.
Goodness gracious.
iPad with holes in the bottom, and my Samsung Galaxy tab, the holes in the top.
Well, they're not all built
You
the
know
same.
what we should do? We should get a splitter so that you can plug in both
Splitter,
at the
not
same time.
Chicago splitter, of course.
That's too much, man.
Florida-Georgia line. I've been on the Florida-Georgia line.
Have you?
Haven't you been? Robin's been on the Florida-Georgia line. When we drove down
That's
through
true,
South
yeah.
Carolina,
We
Georgia,
haven't.
Florida.
But you know what? We should have taken a picture on the Florida-Georgia line
Why?
because
That's a
then we
group,
could
though,
have
the Florida-Georgia
I know.
line.
I know who they are.
Yeah,
I know who they are. I know who they are.
because that would have been a thing then. Then we would have been on the Florida-Georgia
Well, I
line.
drove to Florida. I went through Georgia, so technically I've been through the Florida-Georgia line myself.
There you go.
So Hank Williams Jr. is back, and that's good because,
Who doesn't
as
love
I said,
It belongs, man. The song
doesn't
goes hand in
love
hand
Hank?
with football, man.
plus ESPN's been under a lot of heat for being like too liberal, and some people say they've gone
Liberal,
way
been firing everybody, man.
Oh, I'm talking about their, that they cater to liberal people. I
Oh,
don't know.
God.
I don't pay attention to that crap. You think I watch ESPN to hear liberals' points of view?
No, you watch Fox News for that.
You know what?
Exactly.
That actually brings me back to all the heat that Keith used to get when he got back on ESPN. People were complaining. It's like, oh, Keith's on. We don't want to watch him because of his political viewpoints. And then people would give you crap for being on Keith's show. And then
The country's
and it's
crazy.
Like, for gosh sakes, come on, this is sports.
If you
Who
sit around
cares?
and waste your time all day worrying about what politicians or the president says every day, then you need a life, okay? Has
I
your
agree.
life changed at all since last November? For the worse?
No.
No.
Has it changed for the better?
Nothing
No.
has
No,
changed.
nothing's changed.
Nothing's changed.
So I actually posted something that is very apropos to this particular thing. I posted it to my Twitter and my Facebook page. It says, many people don't know this, but it is possible to read something you don't agree with on the internet and simply move on with your life.
Mamba out.
Mamba.
Yeah, that's a mic drop moment right there. That's it. It is possible to just move on. Read something and
By the
move
way,
on.
we have breaking news, and it is not good, ladies and gentlemen. It is not good.
What happened?
This just in from Food and Wine. Inspiration Served Daily, the social media site, Social Food and Wine on Twitter. And they have 6.2 million followers, so you know they're doing something good. Do you know what's coming back this summer?
Yes, and I can't wait. Zima, baby.
Zima's coming back
Yes.
this summer.
You want to talk about white girl wasted? It's about to be lit, Tony.
And they got a new sponsor. Colleen Campbell will be the spokeswoman for
Yes,
Zima.
it's already set it and forget it time for them. Tony, I got me and my buddies. We're already playing, and we're getting a couple cases. We're going down to the, yes, we are. We're getting the Jolly
I
Ranchers.
remember Zima from high
Ignite
school.
the nightlife, Holmes. It's going to get wild. I'm telling you.
Next thing we know,
The
they're
original Bro Ice. The original Bro Ice is Zima.
next thing you know, they're going to bring back Bartles and James.
I don't think that
No,
ever
that
went
ain't
away.
coming back. That ain't coming back.
I don't think it ever went away. I think you can still buy Bartles
Can
and
you?
James. Yeah.
Yes, there's nothing more refreshing than a Zima. I'm telling you right now.
And there's a bar, when we went on our little fireworks cruise Memorial Day weekend.
On the Patriot.
Well, on the Patriot with our good buddy Captain Walt Bone. He was talking about, it was what's her name from Fox 29. Was talking about the bar where they sell nothing but 40s.
Oh, that's
Alex?
Drinkers. That's Drinkers down on Market
Drinkers
Street. Yeah.
Pub.
Yeah.
I didn't know that bar sells nothing but 40 ounces. And
Yep.
they're not like Colt 45, right? I mean, it's like everything.
You can get anything you want.
I didn't realize everybody made 40s. It used to be just like Colt 45 and
Old E, St. Ives.
yeah, Old
you can
English.
get a 40 of Bud, 40 of Miller Lite, 40 of Bush.
Really?
Yeah, man. Milwaukee's best.
You can get the Beast.
You can
40
get
of
the
Beast?
absolutely. You can get the
Now,
biscuit.
will they start putting Zima in cans as a bottle?
No, Zima's bottled only, bro. At one point, I found the last case of Zima. It was in a pawn shop in Columbus, Ohio. I'm not kidding. The guy wanted $50 for it. It was Zima Gold. They actually had a
I
gold
don't even
stuff.
know what are the flavor like.
It's not a flavor. It's just one flavor.
Okay, but what's Zima Gold?
It's trash, is what it is. But you take
The
Jolly
label's
Ra-
got gold on it?
Yeah, exactly. You take well, no, it's actually like an amber color. Not Amber herself. It's
So
like
it's
an
like the
amber color.
añejo or the reposado
Yes, it's
of
like
Zima.
yes.
So in other
Basically
words,
toilet
it's
water.
food coloring.
And what it
Zima's
is
coming back.
You put the Jolly Ranchers in there.
And it hasn't been gone. It's not like it's been gone for 40 years.
It's been gone long enough.
Are you kidding me? I want to know from people out there if you ever consumed Zima.
I'm telling my buddy.
I'm going to have to put a poll up on the
my
Tony
buddy
Bruno
Steve,
Show,
my buddy
Twitter
Carl.
feed.
We are ready.
I want to see how
it
long
was
they've
made
been.
by Miller Coors?
Yes, and that's why they had the amber color, the gold.
You know how long it's been gone? This is what I'm talking about. It came around in 1994. Again, it's not ancient history.
I thought it was the 80s.
No,
It was the 90s.
it was first introduced in 1994, and the drink, and I'm reading from foodandwine.com, and now my page just went away for some reason. Oh, they put me on an ad. I don't want a damn ad. I want to read the story.
Tony?
How's that for a barbecue? Look what my mom got. You gonna eat that? It's brain food, Kevin. What's the classic alcohol beverage with burgers and dogs?
I don't eat meat, you guys.
Cheddar, Gruyere. Put away from my burger, man. You guys want whale? Oh, why are you putting that there? Where's the cheese? Look at that. It's burning.
Pile it on. Give me more. Hey, are those free-range burgers?
Who cares? Have a Zima. Don't let that touch my burger, man.
I remember
That's
those.
the original commercial from 1994.
1994, as you heard, an insufferable marketing campaign. It was a huge success, though. You know how many barrels they sold in the first year?
Give me his gallon of Zima.
1.3 million barrels were sold in the first year alone of Zima, but sales went down to two-thirds in just 2 years later as people began associating Zima with young drinkers and high school parties. It simultaneously solidified a reputation as a girly drink that men weren't as eager to be seen carrying around.
Except for Luigi and his
It was
friends.
discontinued. Guess
Damn
when it
right.
was discontinued?
When?
2008.
You can still get it 14 years later. Where the hell's it going? I thought it went away in 95.
So it hasn't. No, it started in '94.
Right, I thought it went away like a year
it
later.
Didn't go away. People thought it wasn't cool 2 years later because it was a girly drink, and then not even 10 years later they're bringing it back.
Oh, I don't give a
Now,
shit.
did you know? Do you know what Zima, where the name comes from?
No.
Zima is the Russian word for winter.
Oh, so it has something to do with Trump? Maybe because Donald Trump and the Russians were colluding to rig the election, they're bringing it back, and Donald Trump
the
somehow
conspiracy
has
theories.
something to do with Zima coming back.
I like the way you think, mystery man.
I believe
like the way you think.
Special investigation. Let's bring everybody back in front of Congress tomorrow to waste 5 more hours asking questions where there are no answers.
Well, Edward Kelly checks in and says he drank Thunderbird but never Zima.
I think I tasted a Zima once.
It's nasty as hell. It's terrible.
Why the hell would you drink it?
Because it'll get you drunk. That's why, man.
See, that is. Let me just tell you.
Robin, I was 16 years old. You think I care? You're worse than Colleen Campbell.
Robin, it was
That is
19.
not a good
Robin, it was
reason
19.
to drink
I was like
anything.
16 years old.
Even at 16, stupid.
It was the
If you're
same thing as women. You did whatever you got your hands on. That was it, man. That was it.
No.
And you see why they discontinued it?
This is the
because
problem.
of punks like you.
Punks like me?
Yeah, you said you were 16. So it was a drink that you're not supposed to drink alcohol when you're 16.
What did you do when you were 16, Tony?
I just
what did you
smoked
do?
and,
No, what did you do when you
I
were
hooked
16
up
on
with,
past Young Ave?
I hooked up with 30-year-old women.
Yeah,
when I
okay.
was 16.
Sober?
Yes.
Bullshit.
They were sober and I was sober.
Yeah, by the time you woke up.
I
in the
was
morning.
seduced by a 30-year-old woman when I was 17, not 16. And I wound up moving in with her for 2 years. That's a true story.
Are you serious?
It's going to be in the movie.
and her lesbian girlfriend.
Exactly.
Two chicks at the same time.
Damn right,
Who
man.
wasn't a complete lesbian.
Exactly. But hey, you're going to have to wait for the movie. Who's going to play me in the movie?
Okay,
by the
now
way?
Zima Gold. Here we
Who
go.
would play you?
Zima Gold is
Who would
Zima
play you?
with a slight bourbon flavor.
Oh, dude.
It is a bourbon flavored iteration of the original
I've
Zima.
never had the Zima Gold. Dude, it's like I said, it's what we got. It's what we had, man. It was either that or drinking 40s of Old A, and I can only consume so much malt liquor, okay?
By the way, I have a correction now from my friend Robin. She lives in Fresno, not Sacramento.
Right.
Thank you.
And the school that she works is where the girl who won the spelling bee contest is at the school, the Fugman School, elementary school out there in Fresno. That's where the spelling bee champion came from. So let's give Fresno a roaring round of applause. And Robin. I always say Sacramento. Because Fresno is right outside of Sacramento.
No, Fresno is south. It's east of. It's in between the Bay Area and L.A. East, closer towards.
So it's not near Sacramento?
No.
Why did I think Fresno? I've never been to Fresno. I've been to Sacramento. Obviously, been all over California, but I've never been to Fresno.
Fresno's kind of in the middle of the state. right?
Near Reading?
Hold on a second. Let me
Chris
double check
Peterson
some movies.
says Denzel has to play you.
Denzel Washington?
I don't know, Tony. I don't know if Denzel.
Well, when they do the black version, because they have like Dracula was always white dudes, and then they came out with Blackula.
Yeah, well, that was
the
Eddie
black
Murphy.
version. No, Eddie Murphy wasn't the Blackula.
Well, yes, he was.
No, it was what's his
Eddie
name?
Murphy did play a black Dracula.
Yeah,
he
but
played
he
a black
wasn't
vampire.
Blackula. Blackula, I think, was Richard Roundtree, who was the original Shaft.
Let's see this.
Tony Bruno, that is
spitting major
good.
game tonight, man. I'm spitting
Okay, I was
game.
right.
You know, there's a Blackula
Fresno
too?
is
Is there a Blackula too?
Yeah.
Fresno is just is in between Bakersfield and San Jose.
So it's south?
Yeah, it's south. It's
I always
way
thought it
south.
was Northern California.
No, it's
I
mid.
got to give myself one of these, man. Original Blackula. Was it not Richard Roundtree?
I'm looking right
I
now.
need to double check that because I don't want to have any errors on the show. Because we have ability to instantly correct it. The original Blackula, Robin.
In
William
1972.
Marshall. Was William Marshall. See, I have
I
it
was
right here.
wrong then.
Yeah.
It was not Richard Roundtree. Richard Roundtree was the original Shaft, though. And then they did a remake, and I think Samuel L. Jackson played Shaft in the remake, right?
Yeah, he plays
Which
everything.
is terrible. Well, I mean, that's a movie. And I said it last week. All these movies that they have to redo, they didn't have to redo Shaft. Richard Roundtree was Shaft. Samuel L. Jackson will just take any role. Just like The Rock will take any role now.
Pretty much.
And De Niro, The Rock, Samuel L. Jackson, no matter how crappy the script, no matter what it is, they'll take it and do it.
No, there's no denying that, Tom.
It's an outrage is what it is. And by the way, give it up to Wonder Woman, the number
For
one,
what?
$100 million at the box
I
office.
told you it was going to be good. You told me.
I didn't say it wasn't going to be good.
No,
I
I
just said
said-
I had no interest in seeing
Me
it.
neither.
Going to the theater. I'll wait till it comes on cable.
Both of you guys said that you did not think it was going to be a good movie.
I did not say that. I said I'm a big superhero guy.
I had no interest
I
in
said I
seeing
did not want to go to the theater to see it. That's what I said, Robin.
I have to go find
And
it.
there isn't one movie that I said this year that I've seen previews for that I want to go see absolutely at the theater when it opens. And that's unusual for me because there's usually one or two, especially summer movies. That's when all the blockbusters come out. There's not one movie that I've seen previews of that I say, I got to go see that. There's a Transformers movie which is, talk about
God-awful.
the shark.
When we
And that's
saw
another guy who does any movie.
Mark
now.
Wahlberg? Yeah, he'll do anything. Yeah, absolutely.
Does a movie every week.
When we saw the Guardians of the Galaxy clip, you said you wanted to go see that. Now all of a sudden you don't because it's a couple weeks.
Yeah, because
gone.
I don't have to go to the theater to see it.
He's kind of right.
Okay, so here's the problem when you have a
Even
really
though now
big
I'm officially a
TV
senior, if I can get in for $2, I'll go see it. I'm not spending $17 to go see a stinking movie.
Time out. Joe Ruffino just checks in on Facebook. Says The Rock is supposed to remake Big Trouble in Little China.
No.
Are you freaking kidding me?
No, sorry,
No,
Rob.
the Pork Chop Express is not to be driven by the
That's
damn
what I'm
Rock.
saying.
No,
There's
hell
no
no.
new ideas. No new ideas in Hollywood. And The Rock will remake every movie that's ever been made.
Well, I don't blame him for. I wouldn't turn down jobs like that either. However, there are certain movies you just like. Come on, they were iconic to begin with. You can't remake them.
You can because there's a short attention span.
Correct.
What Hollywood does is they try to get the generation of people who saw the original, then take their kids when the remake comes out.
It's the nostalgia part of it.
It's like the parents are going to go because they remember the original, and then they're going to say, yeah, kids, this is what I saw when it was new, and then they put The Rock in it to modern day people that people will know.
My buddy
and
Steve.
they throw them in these movies and say, well, the parents are going to go and they're going to take their kids. And you know who goes? Nobody.
Well, here's my buddy Steve. His son Dylan. He showed him the movie Big Trouble in Little China, right? And Dylan will walk around saying, "I just want my truck back," which is the same thing, that was going on in the movie. So if this happens though, I guarantee that Steve will not take Dylan to see that remake. No. He's got more credibility than that. No
By the
way.
way, I have a McDonald's update. Breaking.
What happened? Hamburger get loose?
McDonald's has apologized now.
For what?
For making a marijuana-themed billboard.
What?
That's right.
It's like their entire demographic.
No, but the billboard, apparently this is I don't know if this is weird. It's a worldwide weird news, so I don't know if it's legit. There's a couple of fake stories. But apparently there's a billboard that says, usually when you roll something this good, it's illegal. And it's the new McDonald's burrito. It's a new McDonald's burrito.
It is a real. It's in
That's
Colorado.
good.
It's in
Colorado. It's legal there.
Yeah. So the billboard says, it's got a big picture of the scrambled egg burrito where it says Bueno underneath the burrito. And it says, usually when you roll something this good, it's illegal. Exit 451, Buses welcome, free Wi-Fi, McDonald's.
So these are several. So there are several of these all over. Apparently, there was one in New Mexico, one in Colorado.
Rock is doing Jumanji too.
I think it's hysterical.
Timmy Gallagher said that.
Fire me up a doobie for the McDonald's
You
ad.
need a doobie for the McDonald's?
I think that's a brilliant
It is
ad
when you
campaign.
roll something. And now they're apologizing.
The only way this would have been more appropriate is if it had been Taco Bell, because we know that Taco Bell is the 2 a.m., 3 a.m. Midnight fix.
So this is the interesting. So McDonald's apologizes for the marijuana-themed billboard that promotes their burritos. While some found the ad funny, other people did not. Some people pointed out that the placement of the ad was strategic. The billboard was placed in Raton, New Mexico, which is near New Mexico and the Colorado state line. Recreational marijuana is legal in Colorado, but it's not legal in New Mexico. And I told you what's on the billboard. McDonald's corporate headquarters said they did not approve the billboard that was put up by the franchise. The billboard does not meet our standards and is being taken down, they said. However, they did not say when it will be removed.
Why? It's genius. It's freaking genius, man.
You know, and what else is going to happen is that whoever owns the franchise who put up that billboard, they might lose their franchise because of it, which is really sad.
They're not saying anything illegal.
I know, but you know how we were just talking to somebody about franchise rules, and they it was a.
But they're not promoting marijuana. They're saying usually when you roll something this good, it's illegal.
It is. You know where else a lot of illegal stuff happens, Tone?
Florida?
Down to Florida. We welcome you to the sunshine.
Joe Ruff on Facebook checking in again. He says people are too soft. Yeah, they are. They're way too soft, man.
It is. The political correctness in this country is an absolute disgrace.
That billboard is freaking hysterical.
It is. That's funny.
Let it be,
It's
man.
spot on and it's funny.
It's not
Well,
like
hopefully,
they're not promoting marijuana.
No, so next time you roll something this good, it should be illegal. It's
hopefully
hilarious,
they're
man.
going to get even more notoriety because of this.
I may
and
drive
they're
to
gonna-
Colorado just to get some weed and a burrito.
and a burrito. Well, right now, let's go to Collier County, Florida.
Collier County?
Collier County,
Is that
Florida.
near Hernando County by any chance?
I don't know. It's very rural. Rural Collier County. Rural. Where two men were arrested this past Sunday for going into a cow pasture.
No, they didn't do that to the cows.
No, please don't tell me we're not doing bestiality on this.
No.
At least they weren't goats, though. That happens in other countries.
They received so apparently they received complaints about people trespassing on this particular property, where I have another appropriate song where you know the Happy Cow commercial of California, the Happy Cows.
Yeah.
We know Happy Cows, right?
Yeah, I have it.
Well, in Florida, apparently the cows are even happier, and now we know why. Because the reason why these two gentlemen were trespassing was because they were trying to steal hallucinogenic mushrooms.
There were hallucinogenic mushrooms growing in a cow
pasture. No wonder these cows are so happy down in Florida. And you know what? You can hear them singing this all day long.
Dude.
Happy cow, everywhere you go. Happy cow, take it to and fro. Happy cow, follows you all day. Happy cow, play. Happy cow, better than the rest. 'Cause happy cow is the best.
Let's try that again.
Happy cow, never goes away. Happy cow, you must always play. Happy cow, you'll never be bored. Happy cow, never be.
Let's do that again. Now our show is ours.
Happy cow, still
Alright, no more Happy Cow.
Happy cow, your eternal soul. Happy cow, available in stores now.
Let's get rid of the darn happy cows.
Wow.
Yes.
That song sucked.
Yes, it did suck.
Lick my asshole. How about that?
How about that?
That's what I want to feel like right after that song. Are you kidding me?
Wow.
What is that? Where do you find that?
Oh, I don't find
The internet is a
it.
magical place.
No, those were commercials that ran in California when we lived out there.
Chris Robbins checks in and says, this song triggers me.
Now,
Triggers me too, bro.
So my question though is, if if the mushrooms are growing wild and they're not being harvested, then what's the harm of somebody coming out and getting them? Unless
You could be saving the cow's lives. If a cow eats a magic mushroom, what happens?
Well, you're not getting 2%. I'll tell you how much.
that's some magic milk. That's for damn sure.
Seriously, I mean, an animal would get high on
Of course.
hallucinogenic mushrooms, right?
I would think so.
All of these hicks in Florida know, and I'm not saying everybody in Florida is a hick,
No.
but guys who go into cow
Our
pastures,
buddy Danny Dow's no hick.
guys who go into cow pastures at night are usually hicks.
Sure.
I mean, that's not a rip. It's like when we call them nerds. They're people who are smart.
Well, you can just go. I mean, there's big girls in bars too. It's not a big deal. You don't have to go to the cow pasture for that.
Well, these two guys had figured it out, and maybe they were saving lives, cows' lives, but the owners did not appreciate the fact that they were trespassing and stealing their
Did the owners
hallucinogenic
know that
mushrooms.
they had magic mushrooms growing in their cow pasture?
I do believe they did. So I think there's a little funny business going on, but apparently these particular potent hallucinogenic mushrooms grow best in cow manure.
Everything grows better in cow manure.
Oh shit.
Now, Danny Dow.
Wasted white girls grow better in cow manure.
Danny Dow is checking in, and he brought up the other story that I had on Florida, and he, I did know about this particular one,
bad
Danny.
parenting story?
The bad parenting
Yeah.
story.
We really gotta talk about this. This is like sick. This is
I don't
disturbing.
you know why? Because there's so much of this going around now where parents are just absolutely the
Okay.
worst human beings.
No, I don't. Do we have to talk about it? It's disturbing.
May I just say, there is a little small part of me that kind of goes, maybe she has a point.
That's sick and twisted. No, I'm not.
No. Okay,
she doesn't have a
so,
point,
So let me.
Rob.
No. Well, first, we have to explain to people what happened. So this particular woman, the only part of this that I really go, okay, she videotaped it and you could hear her laughing. But there is a small part of me that thinks that this is somewhat okay. So I don't know if anybody knows about a rat snake. A rat snake, they're very harmless. They're not poisonous.
Luigi's was scared of a rat snake.
Terrified of snakes, bro.
And this was a
You like
somewhat,
spiders and snakes?
It was a small one. It was a baby rat snake, and rat snakes that are that small, they don't really have teeth yet. Their teeth are not long enough to puncture any skin. They don't have a strong enough bite to do anything. So when they snap at you, I mean, it shocks you a little bit, and there might be a little bit of pressure, but it really doesn't do anything. And she and her older son had already gotten bit by the rat snake a little bit. The rat snake was young. It was still learning to calm itself down.
This is a pet rat snake?
It was a pet rat snake.
Okay.
And
So it wasn't a rat snake
no,
outside.
It was a pet rat snake, and she realized that her 1-year-old was very, very interested in the snake and kept going for it, and they had a couple of other snakes as well. And so she was worried that her 1-year-old would go after one of the snakes that she should not be going after, that have that have fangs that could actually hurt her. So her idea was to get her 1-year-old scared, realize what a snake can do by allowing the snake to bite her.
She just let the little girl loan the snake some money or something.
So she allowed her 1-year-old to reach for the rat snake, and then the rat snake repeatedly bites her. The little girl, you can see her. She's a little bit shocked. She cries a little bit, but she doesn't sound like she's in that much
Because
pain.
the snake doesn't have fangs, and
Right.
the mom knows that.
Right.
So what's the mom trying to? What's the moral to this story here?
Well, she posted the video on YouTube, of course, and then
I think we have audio.
I have audio of the little girl.
Let's hear it.
Enough is enough. I have had it with these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane. Everybody strap in. I'm about to open some fucking windows.
That was enough, man. Who does that to a little kid who willingly lets him? I know it can't
You know who
hurt the
does
baby.
it? A wacko mom was trying to get views on YouTube.
Yes.
That's who does it.
So in this particular case, I think that that's the reason why it was bad. But there is a certain part of me that kind of goes, okay, if you are trying to teach your child to be
Not to play with snakes.
not to play with snakes and be respectful of them and not reach for them. I mean, look at you see it, and they do this in India a lot too, where there's a lot of snakes, cobras, where you see these little kids around snakes, and that's kind of how they teach their small kids to do stuff too, or not to do stuff.
Tony, I want to go to the phones real quick because I believe we have our buddy Raymond who was with us at the dinner.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, we're trying to get him to call in. So, Raymond, I hope this is you. It's 215-514. So I just pulled you up. Raymond, is that you?
What up, Luigi?
What up,
Tony?
What up,
Miss Robin?
What up?
What up?
So Raymond and his wife were with us last week. He was the winner for the Cantina Laredo Tequila dinner.
Now, what was your wife's first name again? Because it's a great name, and I couldn't remember how she spelled it or pronounced it.
Her name is Beruska.
That's right.
Baruska.
Baruska.
How do you spell it?
Beruska.
How do you spell it?
Beyruska.
Isn't that a
Tony,
beautiful...
was that a test?
No,
I don't know how it's spelled.
We
It's
were
a beautiful
talking about
name.
how beautiful the name was,
Beruska.
and I just could not think of it. Beruska. I love
That's
it.
a great name. Is that a common Dominican name? Because I know a lot of Latina women, but I've never heard a woman. I've never heard the name Baruska before.
No, it's not. It's actually a Russian name.
I was going to say.
That's what I thought.
Her
Yeah.
mother mixed her two best friends, like the beginning of the first name and the beginning of the second name of her two best friends, and came up with Beruska.
Wow.
Okay, Poppy.
Now, does she have anything to do with collusion with Trump and the Russians in fixing the election so that Hillary Clinton did not win?
Niet.
I could not. I don't know about that one.
Everything anytime I hear Russia, I always want to make sure that it had nothing to do with Trump. That's all.
No.
Well, you guys were a lot of fun. Did you have fun last week or what?
Tony, that was one of the highlights of my life. I had a great time talking with you, Luigi, Miss Robin. It was very, very nice. I just had a great time. My wife, too. The food was excellent. It was just great talking to all of you. I'm telling you, really a highlight of my life. I had an excellent night. I haven't had a night like that in a very, very long time.
Well, you need to get out then.
Yeah, exactly. If you're hanging around with us vagabonds, you got problems, man.
No, everything was great. Chef Brian, it was a great job. All the drinks were great, except the Bloody Mary. I'm not a Bloody Mary guy.
The bacon was good, though.
But the drinks afterwards, they were the best drinks I've ever had.
Well, you don't like Bloody Marys anyway.
But it was a good Bloody Mary, though.
For somebody that drinks Bloody Marys, it was fantastic.
But I'm not a Bloody Mary, so I passed on that. But they had a drink that was
melon mint
fresh
lemonade.
Lemon. It was a mint lemonade with tequila, and it was phenomenal.
No, but the showstopper was the lavender one at the end.
Really good.
A lavender drink.
I even drank my wife's. It was good.
Yeah,
I was
really
feeling
good.
as I was leaving that place. There was so many drinks. The drinks were flowing.
Yeah, it was a great night. I mean, we tell people all the time, are we lying when we talk about what a great deal that is for $59 a person, $60 a person?
That was well worth it. I mean, even just the drinks alone were well worth it. And then they give you food on top of it. The appetizer was excellent. The avocado. I had the crab enchilada. That was excellent. Excellent. I mean, they couldn't have made it any perfect.
No, and the filet mignon was phenomenal, too. You're paying $60 just for a filet mignon in a restaurant. Nothing else. No potatoes, nothing. You're paying $50, $60 for just a filet, right? Yeah, when you go out.
They had a
That's
soup.
a la carte. Yes, that's a la carte. That's a la carte at any nice restaurant. That's a la carte.
And we had the quinoa soup, too. Quinoa vegetable soup. Phenomenal.
Good, man.
It's great stuff,
And
man.
then there was a dessert.
It was the coconut rice pudding.
Oh,
yes,
that's right.
That was good.
Yeah.
They had the toasted coconut on top.
I couldn't eat anymore. I gave mine to Tony.
And then Chef Brian came out and toasted us with a few Victorias.
Yes, and then we had a couple of nice Victoria, great Mexican beer. Oh, man, it was phenomenal, man. I'm glad you guys had a good time, Ray. It was fun hanging out with you guys.
I'm glad Ray and his wife won.
We had a great time.
They were great company, man. It was really nice to meet you and your
Now,
wife.
your wife didn't seem like she was that thrilled, though. Was she just putting it on, or did she have a good time?
She had a good time. She really did. It was more for me. She knew I had a good time, and she knows I like listening to you, and just being around that was just a great night. So,
we have breaking.
She's just quiet.
A woman did something for a man because she liked it? That's breaking news right there. Are you kidding me? Unbelievable.
Yeah.
So she really didn't want to be there. She did it for you.
Don't put
She
words
did
in
it for
his
me. She
mouth.
knows I like listening to you. I listen to you all the time, and she did it for me. Yeah,
It finally paid off.
Maybe she was just a little bit
you
more
gotta marry a
quiet.
nice Dominican woman.
Absolutely. Listen, if I could find a Dominican woman Robin would be out of here so fast. She'd be out there drinking with Colleen Campbell in front of Helium Comedy Club and screaming at cops.
Yep. I'd be out of my keister.
Get out! Get out!
The minute they have the look, they cook good food. You know, you can't really ask for anything more.
Okay, wait. I cook really well. You can't
Wherever you
complain
go,
about my
No,
cooking.
Robin's a good cook, but she doesn't clean. Now, does your wife,
No,
does
I don't
Beiruska clean?
Beiruska definitely cleans. On Sunday, she's like the the person who cleans the whole house. She does everything. She's
God
like
bless
the,
her.
With a lot of Latin music. It's blasted in South Philly. They probably think we're crazy over here.
I love Latin music, man. God. I need to go back to South America and Central America.
Especially with some drinks, and it just flows. It flows well.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
You know, I can dance the lambada.
Can you really?
I can.
The Macarena? Did you see that the new song out, the new #1 song on the charts?
It's
is a Hispanic song for the first time since Macarena, the #1 song on the pop charts.
Oh,
it's
sorry.
Justin Bieber and Daddy Yankee's in it.
It's called Pasito Pasito.
It's fantastic.
With Daddy Yankee and Luis Fonsi. That song is great. It's one of my favorite songs.
Too, right? Isn't Bieber in it too?
It's great.
Yeah, it's a fantastic song, and I think it's
sorry?
awesome. I think Justin Bieber has a little something in there too, right?
He has the American version or the English version, but the real one has Daddy Yankee and Luis Fonsi, and that song it gives me goosebumps when it comes on.
Daddy
It's so
Yankee,
good.
you know, Daddy Yankee's been around for a while, but remember his biggest hit though. What was his biggest hit, Luis?
What, Daddy Yankees?
Yeah.
I don't even remember, Tone. I really don't.
He had a #1 hit.
Gasolina.
Gasolina. Come on, Luigi.
I'm sorry, bro.
That's Daddy Yankee, man.
I understand. He's not my daddy. I don't even like the Yankees.
Who's your daddy?
And what does he do?
Who's your daddy?
I'm more of an Elvis Crespo.
That's one Pedro Martinez. Who's your daddy?
Exactly.
I'm more of an Elvis Crespo Suavemente guy.
You know, when
That's
I
what
say
am,
Daddy
brother.
Yankee, you know what I always hear back?
Okay, Poppy.
Exactly.
The Billboard. Speaking of Fonzie and Daddy Yankee, Daddy Yankee, and Ed Sheeran.
Sheeran, Robin.
Sheeran.
He's an Irish guy with red hair.
They set the record.
So don't tell me you're Jewish.
Hold on a second. So, for the third week, they set the record on the Billboard Hot 100 chart.
I haven't even heard this.
Can we have a taste of it? Just a taste for just a second.
Hold on, Rob. Can you
It's a great
put your computer, Rob?
Shape of You becomes the first song
that song's
to
no
spend
joke.
its first
it's the
20
#1 song
weeks.
in the country.
The first 20 weeks on the top 100. That's
I've,
amazing. That's
Now, do you play this? Does
got no
your
comment.
wife
Yeah, it's
Arushka
a
play
great
that?
song.
Does she play that when she's cleaning the house on Sunday?
She plays it very loud. I'm surprised the cops weren't called already. Or the Italians, they want to throw a brick through your window because they got Spanish
I'm
music
gonna
going.
have to try that. I'm gonna play. Maybe that's what I need, and maybe I need to play Latin music, and then maybe I'll feel a little bit more.
Yeah,
like
Robin's always got this sappy piano music playing where they play the same 5 songs.
because
Hallelujah. Then they
because
play
you're
that.
working and you can't handle anything that's too loud or too upbeat.
I don't want to
maybe,
hear
like,
solo
it's
piano playing when I'm working.
What do you want to hear when you're working?
I want to hear some. I
want to hear some goddamn progress.
I want to hear
That's
some
what I mean.
damn up tempo numbers, as Casey Kasem
No,
said.
you want
Tired of these damn dead
chill
dog dedications.
24/7.
I want to come out with an up tempo tune.
Tired of these damn
dead dog dedications, and you're playing up tempo numbers here.
Oh, that's classic.
Give me a taste of this song. I want to hear something.
Can you play?
Yeah, you need something to move around with. You know, you gotta get it going. You gotta get the hips
I
going.
can't play it on my.
All right, Luigi, play some of the damn song.
If I play, I might have to cut.
We're gonna play like 15 seconds.
First, he has to allow the commercial to get through. But no. So for those of you who don't, Ray won the 2 free dinners at Cantina Laredo with us. He and his lovely wife came, had a fantastic time. We will be giving more away for the next tequila dinner as we get closer. The next one is going to be in August. Is that what they said?
I think so.
I believe August.
Yeah, August, and really set it aside to come no matter what. 'Cause it is awesome.
Here we go. Crank it up now.
It is uptone. fact, my oh yeah, I got you want the bass up.
Best place to find the lovers at the bar is where I go.
I'm pumping it.
This is the English version, though, right?
This is the way it goes. This is the song.
Come over and start up a conversation with just me, and trust me, I'll give it a chance.
Yeah, we want the Spanish version.
That's what I got.
Okay, stop this one and get the other one, the real one.
All right.
Daddy Yankee. Give me some Latin flavor. I don't want some white dude.
All right, hold on.
By the way, speaking of white dudes, you too.
Oh, wait, he's playing it.
Are you playing it at home?
Yeah, but it's hard to hear.
I'm playing.
Oh, I got the remix. I got the Latin remix coming up. Hold on.
Now,
the damn Latin
while you're getting that ready, Jason Nemiroff is checking in, and he asked how the baby possum is doing that we
I
found
haven't
when
seen
we
the
came
baby
home.
possum since the other
It's
night.
playing possum. It hasn't been out.
When we came home
so
from
bad.
Cantina Laredo, Miss Robin was maybe just a little wee bit tipsy, and I made a video as we came in.
Yeah, there was a baby possum on my next door neighbor's, like on the side of a door.
Yeah.
Like, holding on
for dear life
under the bricks.
And I felt really
Here you go,
bad
son.
for it because its mommy wasn't anywhere around.
I got to play this so I can get right back on the phone.
All right, let's hear it. You know where I need them to drink? Listening to the song?
Margaritas?
No margaritas. Painkillers, man.
Painkillers.
Right, Robin?
Girl, you know I want your love. Your love was handmade for somebody like me. Come on now, follow my lead.
Daddy Yankee, man. Dude, strong. The Yankees are strong too this year too.
I like it,
think
I
they're
like
making a comeback along with Daddy Yankee.
Probably.
Red, good stuff, man. Well, thanks for checking in. Well, hopefully we'll see you again soon, man.
Absolutely. Thank you again, Tony, Miss Robin. Thank you. And Luigi, I had a great time with you. It was great talking with you. You guys are just a great time. It was a highlight of my life again. Thank you. Thank you very
I
much.
appreciate it, buddy.
now.
Take
It was
care.
great, buddy.
Thanks for tuning in again.
Have a good night. Thank you, buddy. I'll be listening to you soon.
Good stuff, man.
Yeah, so if you go on Facebook Live or Facebook on Tony's page, there is a videotape of me.
Now, did you see what
I've been doing some serious damage to that song, by the way, lately, man.
You
It's
have?
a good tune. I'm telling you right now. It's a
So
good
you
tune.
don't think you know the song, and then you rip it, and then you don't realize what the song is.
Because I didn't know Daddy Yankee was a part. I don't know who's singing. I knew Ed Sheeran was a part. I didn't know Daddy Yankee was on it.
Daddy Yankee, man.
There's two different versions.
Yeah, and I'm listening to the other version, apparently.
There's the English version.
They both work exactly the same. It doesn't matter.
I'm checking out. By the
Are
way,
you saying that it has a good beat?
did you see the art that this artist did with curry powder? Darren Ravel
Steph
posted
Curry.
it. Somebody took curry powder and did a portrait of Stephen Curry.
Alan Pacino Wallace is the artist's name.
Did you see this? It's unbelievable. The guy with curry powder.
Yeah, it's pretty freaking spectacular.
Speaking of Steph Curry, I
That's
have a
pretty good.
personalized Steph Curry drop for me, and I can't play it.
Did he come in studio or did he phone that in?
No, he did it in studio.
Okay.
No, you can play it. Just
No, it's on this computer.
I
and
know, and Luigi was able to hear it.
No, it said. I said when I hit it, it says the file doesn't work.
No. Tony was playing something else. He was playing some random
I
music.
was playing Steph Curry. That one says the file doesn't work.
I see.
Nothing works here.
It's an outrage.
I've been here for 7 years. Nothing works.
No, a lot of the different stuff works, but that particular sound effect doesn't work. It's an outrage.
You know what does work?
What?
Me in the morning.
What does that mean?
That means it's time to wrap this bad boy up, Tony.
Oh,
Is that it?
Is it that time already?
Yeah, dude. It's
did that
past.
happen?
Exactly, brother. It's a couple minutes after 9, man. We're
By the
done.
way, did you see Tristan Thompson's get-up prior to Game 3?
No, I know he's got like 8 rebounds in 2 games, though. The freaking despicable bastard.
He's got the tight, skinny jeans on, some ugly boots that are the pants are too high, and he's got, I don't know what kind of hat that is. You know what that looks like? An 0-3 deficit.
Exactly. That's when you come dressed to the club, ready to leave,
He's
bro.
dressing like a guy who's ready to get swept out of there so he can go home to Chloe. Wow.
Lick my asshole. How about that?
How about
That's
that?
exactly what Chloe's going to be saying right now. Oh, man. Unbelievable.
Don't forget to follow us all on Twitter, at TonyBrunoShow, at Miss Robin Austin, at Luigi Curto 22.
Thank you, sir.
And at Forza Corrado, who's lost a lot of followers lately.
Yeah, because apparently he's been labeled a racist.
He's been labeled a racist. He just tweets anything that he finds interesting.
Joe has never said anything racist. He
not.
Never said anything racist on Twitter. But you know what it is? It's a snowflake here or there starts to fall, Tony, and everyone gets up in an uproar, man.
So I do have a couple of requests that came in tonight. Joe Rufino being one of them for Ting card. I will be getting those out.
Absolutely.
If you also would like a Ting card, please call me. You will be
email.
Email me at missrobinaustin@gmail.com. You will be amazed at how much money you save when you switch to Ting. It is the new Ting.
Ting.
And
Every little Ting.
you can go to ting.com and get more information, and you can do a price comparison. See how much you would save.
Exactly.
We
did it. We switched.
And their customer service is bar none. And also, if you want to stream anything live, check out switchboard.live, Live, and check out their services. They're what we use to get our info to you, and we can live stream on so many different places at once. And
Tony, you realize,
love them.
when you realize we get back next week, we might have a new NBA champion and NHL champion to be crowned.
Exactly.
And
if not, we'll have to wait till the 4th of July weekend.
Oh, by the way, we gonna put some cash in this Belmont or what, dude?
I don't know. I'll let you know later.
You know what else is going to, by next week?
What's going to happen next week?
You're going to be 65.
Dude.
You have a birthday coming up next Tuesday.
Is it really?
Yeah, but we're gonna celebrate on Wednesday though.
We're gonna celebrate?
Yeah, man, we're gonna celebrate.
You know where else we're celebrating? We're going to a party on Saturday.
What party?
Yeah, at Baldy's house. He's having a
I don't get the invite to Baldy's?
I am not the invitee.
That crooked pinky
Inviter.
bastard didn't invite me. What's the matter?
So we'll be hanging out with Baldy and the gang.
Are we going into his meat locker?
Yeah, you going to the meat locker? I want to go to the meat locker. I can't go to the meat locker.
I got to get out.
Are you going swimming? You going swimming?
Yeah, we're gonna go swimming.
So you're gonna skim the pool first.
If the weather's like this, I ain't going to the pool.
Next week.
No, it's this Saturday.
You're supposed to be getting. Hold on, I'll give you the update right now.
I need a weather.
I got you, brother.
They can tell us that the world's going to end next week.
I'm like
climate
Doppler
change,
Dave over here.
but they
Hang on.
can't tell me what's going to happen 2 days from now.
I got you, Bo.
It's an outrage.
I get you. Saturday, 84 and sunny.
Oh, dude.
Then Sunday, 93. Monday, 94. Tuesday, 94. Wednesday, 93. So you have a beautiful week for your birthday.
You know what that
brother.
means?
What?
Getting out the boy shorts.
Oh, yeah.
Speedos.
Pale ass legs.
The
Can't wait.
romper, you need the romper
Get the
and maybe
romper
some
out.
of those lace shorts. Did you see the lace shorts that you can
Yeah, the drapes match the curtains. That's all I gotta ask, man. Are you kidding me? You're a man wearing draped shorts. You deserve to be kicked directly in the vagina.
Exactly.
It's disgusting.
In the
Jesus
meantime,
Christ,
be
Tony.
careful out there. All right? Thanks, everybody, for listening in, and tell your friends about the Tony Bruno Show podcast. We do it every Wednesday live, and then you can hear it whenever you want. Next day, the next week, it's all fun. Don't drink and drive. Don't drink at comedy clubs and drive. And God bless America. It's a great country. We'll see you next week.
Thanks for listening to the Tony Bruno Show.
We hope you'll make this a weekly visit. Come back soon.